everybody, and welcome back to Winter's Tales. My name is Sexy Little Monkey, and with AJ gone for a little while, relaxing overseas. Probably on a beach somewhere, drinking from a coconut. I'm gonna be the DM for about 4 weeks. I was supplied a script for tonight.
I didn't think you'd read it. I love that you did.
Did you write it?
So before we jump into things, we need to know who's playing tonight. So if we can go around, please introduce yourselves. Maybe just say your character name, and then we can do like a character introduction in-game.
Sure.
Tate.
Hello, Tate Bennett. Pronouns are he, him. Today, look, I'm gonna be playing Inspector Lou. He's been on the force for 57 years. That's it.
Oh my god.
Hello there. You did the thing. I did the thing. My name is Adam Perryman. I use he, him pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Chuckles. Real nice guy. You'll find out why later.
Oh my god. Hello, my name is Lukas, Perez. I use they, them pronouns. And, hey, how's it going? Tonight I'm playing Olivia Laugh Love. You can call me Liv Doll. I'm a showgirl, and you'll find out what else.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Yoke, young detective extraordinaire, currently pending.
That's amazing.
Hello, I'm George McGivern. My pronouns are she, her, and today I'm playing Gary. There's not much about me that's super interesting, but I work in a pickle factory. And I actually am the only one working there at the moment because the rest of them went on strike. But it's an honest living.
Thank you. And behind the show tonight we have the incredible, the Holly Fox.
Woo!
Say hello, Holly.
Hi.
Yay!
So, the way the game runs is it's improv, baby. I got nothing planned. I'm your typical DM. I do have one rule, and that's our players can at any one time have a very dramatic monologue to camera, which will earn them an inspiration point. So, with that, I think we're kind of ready to roll, right?
Ready to roll?
Yeah.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So our story takes place in the Republic of Penumbra, in the city of Parabellum. Beautiful sort of like 1950s Los Angeles kind of style. Got like cars rolling around, fog-filled streets. Got the docklands with all these ships coming in, shipping containers. A lot of industry, a lot of factories, that sort of deal.
I know it.
But we will start in a small little apartment, kind of dingy, actually. When all of you got an invitation to come to an interview about a job, you were kind of expecting something a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more luxurious or a little bit more formal, but this is like a dingy, backwards, like sort of down in dirty downtown kind of apartment. And you'll find yourselves seated opposite a woman who is dressed very nicely, sort of very out of place for this particular part of town. She's well-muscled, sort of broad shoulders, sharp jawline, pointed ears, hair cut quite short in a gray, sort of like shiny silver gown. And behind her are four what look like bodyguards, I suppose, standing behind, sort of very seriously, like standing to attention. And you had just walked into this room where she sort of hasn't said anything to you yet. She's looking between you, kind of appraising you, and you see one of the bodyguards approach behind her and start whispering something into her ear. And all you catch is, yeah, look, it's the best we could have got. You know, they're not really connected to anyone, but it's the best we can find.
Hey, you got something to say, hot stuff? You can say it to my face.
Oh, that's quite all right, darling. He won't be doing much talking for the rest of the night.
Okay.
My name is Miss O.
Everyone.
I've brought you all here for a bit of a job. I need something tracked down that went missing. And I've heard that all of you have particular skills that could come in handy for this sort of thing, but as my colleague has pointed out, the importance is the fact that you're not tied too strongly with anyone.
It hurts, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one in the pickle factory at the moment, so I don't have any family, so sign me up. Sign me right up. I got nothing going on, and it would be nice to get out of the factory. What are you all sniggering about, you guys?
I would like to have it known that I do have family, and I'm still happy to be part of this. I'm just really happy to be here. Hi, everyone.
Hey, look, if you believe I ain't tied to anybody, good for you, Toots.
That is felt so large.
It's about how you smoke it.
That
An
is.
incredibly oversized cigar.
Oh, yeah.
He's compensating for something, isn't he? Oh, okay, that's a lot of laughing. All right.
Sorry.
Who are you?
We met before, ain't we?
Yeah. Maybe once or twice.
It was you that put my brother in the clink, I know it.
I don't know. Put a lot of scum behind the bars, huh?
Yeah, I'm such a huge fan. It's such an honor to be in the room with you. I've read that newspaper article about you that you put that, I think, yeah, his brother in prison, but I just admire
There
you
is a
so
lot
much.
of energy going on.
Oh, sorry, I'm just so excited to be here.
That's great. Would you mind? What are we doing?
There's a shipping container that's gone missing with some valuables that I wish found.
It's Pickles, isn't it? You lost your Pickles?
I'm sorry, who? Out of curiosity.
I'm Gary.
Yes, I know your name, Gary. Who hired?
Oh, soft hands. Mine are full, not tough because of all the brine, all the reaching in the pickles, the bats. It weathers your way. But someone just came in the pickle factory one day and they said, "You got any friends or family?" And I said, "Nope, not me, just the pickles. They're my family." And they said, "Come with me." And they actually kind of put me in a bag and just like forced me to come. I was gonna come anyway, but they kind of like kidnapped me. But it was a good experience actually. I've never been kidnapped before. So I'm here. Yeah.
See a look of immense concern crosses her face, and she looks back at one of her bodyguards, and he's like,
Very strong.
"All right, Gary. Well, I appreciate you all coming here. It's a shipping container we're after. It's got valuables from back home, and I wish
What kind of valuables?
covered. Family memorabilia, art, that sort of deal. You do not have to find the actual pieces. I just wish the shipping container found. See, it was stolen when it had arrived here in Parabellum.
Why you want the container and not anything that's in it?
Well, ideally I would find the container with all of the things within it still. It's only been missing 2 days, so they have a 2-day lead on you, but I'm sure that with the various expertise here, you could track
2
it
days
down.
is nothing.
First of all, if it's just family heirlooms and things like that, what would people want with that unless it's of significant value or perhaps something else?
Crook's got a point.
Well, there is some value to it. It's heirlooms from the overseas in the Orphic Union. Anyone that would wish to can do a history check for me.
Seven, baby.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20!
She's a bit book smart.
I also got a dirty 20.
Oh,
That's what I meant by
okay.
dirty 20!
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
I didn't roll. So I can if you want, but I kind of thought we had it covered, so.
Excellent. Alright, dirty 20 each. The both of you know what the Orphic Union is. So, very recently, the Republic of Penumbra had entered into a war of liberation overseas. The Orphic Union is a union states that had banded together under sort of like a monarchy of sorts, but it was a magical monarchy. Wizards and sorcerers and that kind of thing ruled there as kings, queens, counts, dukes, that sort of deal. Until very recently, when the Republic of Penumbra came over and fought in a war and disbanded the Orphic Union. So it's all separate states once again. Under the guise of liberation. To get them out from under the tyranny of evil wizards. A lot of refugees had fled from the Orphic Union to the Republic of Penumbra. And a lot of it was very quickly done. A lot of the nobility in that sort of deal did so very quickly and had servants and that kind of thing ship over things afterwards.
You don't say.
Yeah, I read about the Orphic Union and I repeat all of that really enthusiastically.
Oh.
Right? Such a fascinating subject.
So interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't have said anything if it was me, but that's fine. You'll learn. I'll teach you. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, sure.
Right, so overseas heirlooms, part of your family history, yada yada yada. Alright, so who's likely to have stolen it? List of known enemies, people with a vendetta against your family, perhaps?
Have you asked your brother?
Very funny, wise guy.
I don't have any enemies, so to speak of.
Perception check.
You can do an insight check.
Insight,
for me if you'd like.
sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's a nat one. I see nothing.
Absolutely telling the truth. No enemies. Why would anyone wish to be enemies with this
Glorious.
strong, beautiful woman?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I trust you unequivocally.
No enemies. However, I have the name of the shipping company that the container was moving through.
Write this down, kid.
Yes.
It's the Zephyr shipping company. It's down at the Docklands, the wharf. That's when it was stolen from.
Right. Contacts there.
Well, it was all done through, regular business proceedings.
Yeah, let's just say I know that a few shipping containers have fallen off the back of some of Zephyr's ships in the past.
Oh.
And, I mean, if you have Chuckles, if you have some criminal contacts, perhaps you could chase down who could have done
Criminal
this.
contacts, I mean, like you said, we're all attached to nobody, so,
Well,
I
I
don't know
mean-
if I can help you there.
It would make sense. You got criminal contacts. I got pickle contacts. I work in a pickle factory, you
At
know?
what point did I say I was a criminal just because my brother's in jail thanks to this fine gentleman here? And he pats him like a little too hard. on the shoulder.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I got no loyalties except to my girls down at the show place.
Actually, I
Oh, I
lied.
love the show
I do
place.
have loyalties
Yeah,
to
I
those
think my
girls.
Show
mom's
place.
there.
Right, I've been to the show
Yeah,
place.
the show place.
It's a good
you know,
show place.
and it's amazing what people slip out when you're dancing for them. It's amazing what you learn.
Yeah.
That was awful. It's amazing what information you learn.
I got you. I'm there. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not slipping out any pickles.
I don't think so.
Liv, you actually, your place of show business
The show place, yes.
The show place.
place.
It's called the Riff Raff.
That's such a better name.
On the streets, it's known as the show place.
The show place.
It's the show place for people in the know, you know?
It is a jazz club, but it's also sort of known as a focal point in Parabellum, where a lot of shady business goes down. There is a similar sister bar over on the East Coast called the Lickety Split.
Fantastic.
All right, well, I want to track down this shipping container. What do you say we go on the streets and just and put our feet to the pavement?
Yeah, let's
All right,
investigate.
hold your
Yeah,
horses,
yeah.
kid.
Not
Hold
how
your
it works.
horses.
Right.
This is a job. A job usually requires some form of remuneration.
Oh,
Of course.
What's
Yeah, it
in
means
for
money.
us?
Okay.
that's such a good idea. Yeah, remuneration.
Do they pay you with the pickle factory?
Nope.
All right.
You work for free.
Yeah, well,
If you at least work for pickles.
no, because actually it's a pickle shortage, so there's no pickles. There's actually only...
No pickles?
No pickles.
It's actually only brine that we sell now because of this. It's a long story, all right. But the people went on strike, and then the pickles went on strike, and then we got no more pickles. But we got to keep the factory moving because people still drink the brine, and they like it on their salads. So I work for free because somebody's got to keep the brine industry going. Anyway, wow, what were you saying?
Yeah, does that count as a monologue?
I'm gonna say that's borderline.
No, that's just my backstory.
I'll give an inspiration.
Yes. Thank you. And a single tear rolls down Gary's face.
Is it just Brian?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Wow.
My brain does 4 + 2 maybe, but
Thank you.
Real.
That's very kind of you to say. I'm
Does that
aged
brine
well.
keep you looking so youthful?
Oh, no, I don't touch the stuff.
You don't touch the brine?
Disgusting.
Oh, I see.
I mean,
You're so passionate about it.
I touch it. I gotta put my hand in it, but I don't consume it.
Right.
all right. Enough about the pickles. I think.
Yeah, I think we've had enough pickles.
Less about the
talk.
pickles, more about the dough.
Yeah.
You'll be very generously remunerated for this job.
I've been generously remunerated for Riff Raff before, so I need a little more context here.
Yeah.
Yes,
What are we-
you have.
What are we talking?
3,000 gold pieces upon very solid information about where the shipping container is.
Down by the dock. That's about as solid as I can get right now.
Each, or is that split between us?
Split amongst you.
All right. That's still pretty good.
Okay, so that works out.
But I do require solid information about where the shipping container is, and I do not want you to interfere with it. If the seal is intact, it must be left intact.
Right.
Understood?
Got it.
Right. Quick question about the meat behind you. What's with that, huh?
Lady's got to be protected around these parts.
Exactly.
She looks well capable of protecting herself.
Okay. Right. And, what is it you do for a pickle, huh? Work.
Ow.
I was just trying to incorporate pickleboard here.
Thank you.
I don't feel that's information you're required to know.
No, but I'm just curious.
This and that.
This and that, huh?
Ain't no skin off my nose. I don't care what you do. If you're paying me, you're paying me. Now, you got any tips on where this thing might have ended up, or at least the direction it might have headed in? I mean, the shipping container is no small thing, right? To move it, you gotta be pretty good at moving it, or it's gonna be seen.
At least a truck would be required. I assume you can't miss a thing like that at the docks.
So he's suggesting we go to the docks and see if they saw anything, perhaps when this shipping container fell off and perhaps fell into the wrong hands. Is that what you say?
Say it'd be a good place to start.
Alrighty
So
then.
cryptic.
Are we gonna get murdered if we start asking questions like that? I mean, I wanna be like, where's this container? And then we get thrown off into the ocean as well.
There's a very strong possibility of that replaceable Gary, yes.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Okay. Well, good to know. Can we mention your name or is that off limits?
Well, Miss O, I feel the need to say, isn't actually my name. It is a moniker that I'm using for this transaction. Just to clarify.
That's very deceiving of you. I like it. Carry on.
Is there anything else you require from me?
I think we've got everything.
That's
there.
impressive.
Well, hold your pretty horses, eh? Yeah, we don't know what we can get out of this deal yet. I mean,
$3,000 split
all right.
between all of us.
Yeah.
Let's just say this job involves a substantial amount of travel. You got a vehicle for us to use? Perhaps just on a loan, and we don't need to keep it. We keep it in good nick. We bring it back to you when we're done. Ease of transportation, you know? You look like you're a woman of means. I'm just asking you. Please.
Do a persuasion check for me.
That is in the dice tray. There's a natural 19.
Ooh.
So plus 2 is a dirty 21.
Dirty 21.
What he said.
She fishes in her little purse for a set of keys. And you see that she sort of shifts aside a couple of things, amongst them a wand and a gun. Takes the keys out and throws them to you. Might be a bit cumbersome to drive, but
Hey, wheels is wheels. I appreciate it.
they'll fit.
Yeah, wheels is wheels. Should we?
Yeah, let's go.
Where we start though? I don't know where to even begin. This is
I mean,
out of my
the
depth.
lady just said duck.
The docks.
Said
We're going to the
dockyards like
docks.
12 times.
Yeah.
I
How
know
are
it.
to listen,
We're
Gary?
gonna find
but-
said vehicle out round the back, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I'll know when I see it.
You'll know when you see
Yeah, I
it.
gotcha.
Cool. Let's go. I'm so excited.
You can hold the map, huh?
Yeah, I would love to hold the map. I can lead us there. Wherever the docks are, I'll find it on the map, and then I'll be able to get us there. We're all a team now. It's gonna be great.
You might got a map.
Yeah.
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's crack this whip. Let's get it
All right,
going.
Well, will we be able to find you back here when we have the information?
In a week's time.
Back here.
Report back in a week. If you haven't found anything within a week, then I'll be here the week after.
All right.
Enchanté.
Sure.
I didn't know you knew French. That's so impressive.
Thank you. I'm a learned man. All right, let's get in these wheels.
All right.
Je ne sais pas pourquoi.
All right.
You want to sit up front with me, Toots?
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Amazing.
we got shotgun over here, so let's head on out. Thank you, Miss O. We'll see you in a week.
I'll see you in a week. You leave the apartment and make your way down these like really dingy kind of stairs. Pass by a couple of street thugs and that kind of thing hang around that begin to square up, but Chuckles, as you're leading the way, they quickly recognize you and look away, and they sort of pretend that they're not there. You walk outside this sort of like ratty apartment block into the car park, and you don't see any cars that are particularly flash. Nothing that sort of fits the look that Miss O was putting across. But you take a look on the car keys and sort of look for the same car, and it's a Jetson. And the only one is a really rusted out jalopy. It's like a full like patina, like crappiest crap car, with like one broken off fender, Bunch of the wheel spokes are broken on it. The inside seats are all ripped and torn, but it will fit 5 of you.
Hit me up, I guess.
Can you drive? You got a license?
I had a license.
That's
You
good
didn't do
enough.
that. What do you want to drive? Nah,
I'm
just
happy
kidding.
to drive.
I'm kidding. I don't want you to drive.
Look, I didn't want to drive.
So, Chuckles will jump in the driver's seat.
Heading to the docklands?
Yeah, to the docks.
Alright. Driving down to the docks, as you are, let's take an opportunity to describe what each of our characters looks like. Detective?
Inspector.
Inspector.
Inspector Lou looks like a very handsome Nikolai, but older.
Implying Nikolai isn't handsome.
Well, you know, just trying to bring art to life, you know. But like the frown lines of like just years of constantly squinting. Like he's you know, obviously been a night cop for so long that he's just got those permanent, just deep, like Gordon Ramsay wrinkles deep in his head. The constant like crow's eyes, the squint. He looks in pretty good shape, but you know, you can tell that he's recently let himself go a little bit. You know, he's not quite as handsome as Nikolai. He's just got that stank of 75 years on the force. He's like built a little bit of a pot belly, but like you can see that he can move. And yeah, just constant cigar. You don't know where it comes from, regardless. Anytime, it's just another one straight back in his hand. Every time. Yeah, in his blues.
In his blues? Alrighty.
Somewhat. Well, he doesn't like blue. He doesn't like colour, so he just sticks with the black and white
Greys.
uniform.
Black and white.
And we're black and white.
Yeah,
so
white,
it works that way.
That's
It is
wearing.
whites and greys. Yeah.
All right. Well, the first thing you notice about Chuckles, it actually is drawn to your attention when he gets in the front seat of the car, and the whole car just sinks down on that towards that front fender, because Chuckles is a very large man, and not like you know, bodybuilder, like roided up. He is just enormous.
He's a thicky boy.
He's a thick boy. Like, just think the most quintessential,
So many
like,
Cs.
big thug. Just like, you know, he's got the shaved head, the 5 o'clock shadow that never goes away, the open shirt with the blazer with like the necklace on, sort of thing. Like he looks well taken care of. He looks well fed. But he just looks mean. He's got a mean looking mug. Very just like intimidating stature. And if you look closely as well, you'll notice he's actually got a little smattering of tattoos on his fingers. Would anyone like to see if they could see exactly what the tattoos said?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, do your perception
Yes.
checks.
Oh yeah.
I want to do it too.
15.
Oh, yeah, good.
13.
13?
I got a nat 20.
Oh.
Plus 2, which is a 22.
Nothing escapes Gary.
Well,
Gary is
Gary,
deceptive.
your very keen eye in all of this movement, you see, he moves his hands, he gestures a bit. You would have seen that on his right hand is the word nice, on the left hand is easy. Nice and easy. On each of his hands. He also has a penchant for cigars. They look tiny because he's so enormous. One size cigar. He's just
They're the same.
he's just gigantic, and they look like cigarettes in his hand.
I love the cigar. There's a scale for both of them.
Amazing.
But yeah, he looks like a very, very mean dude. But you suspect maybe he's got like a little twinkle in his eye. Maybe he's got a soft side. Maybe.
Yeah, nice.
Well, live, laugh, love is like classic, like showgirl sort of thing. Just very tall, very leggy, like tan skin, bright green eyes, got a little like got a little point. She's a halfling, so a half elf. Sorry, so not a halfling. I forgot. Half elf.
Leggy halfling.
Half elf. So got like the little like hint of pointed ears with like just the perfect locks and the red lips, and she is kind of. The only way that I can describe her is a cross between like Black Widow and Harley Quinn, except really nice. So yeah, she's just there's a little something behind her eyes. You think that like maybe she could go dark when she needs to, but like she's just kind of she's happy to be here. You learn a lot. You learn a lot when you're a dancer at the jazz club.
She's seen some stuff.
She's seen some stuff. So lots of intel, but yeah, just really like classically beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, unlike the lovely Liv, Yoke has seen nothing. Yoke only knows. So Yoke is not her real name. It's also a moniker because all mysterious people have monikers. Yoke is a 17 to 19-year-old precocious, bubbly, preppy human warlock. And she became a warlock because she read an incantation out loud while she was reading at home. She's homeschooled as well. And just, oops. She's now magical. She holds a huge satchel filled with her Book of Shadows, a bunch of business cards that she drew herself that says Yoke Young Detective. She's hoping to make her way up in the world as a detective, and think of like a Rachel Berry cross Nancy Drew. That is Yoke. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Gary is little. He's little. He's a halfling, so he's very little. Gary is 42, but he does look about 14. He's often just like people think he's a little newspaper boy or like a little chimney sweep, but he's working in the pickle factory. And he has a bowl cut. That he did himself. He lives alone. But the thing about Gary is like his life sounds so sad, but he is so happy. Like he just loves his life. Like he doesn't get paid. Like he lives like he lives in some like little box and like and just is like super happy because he just does not perceive. Like he doesn't want to be perceived. He doesn't want it. Like he doesn't. He's just like all right. So yeah, he has not yet been, and maybe never will be, darkened by the sadness of the world. He's fine. He's just out here living his life. And yeah, works at the pickle factory. His arms look a little bit, disheveled because he's got to keep reaching in the
Just
brine.
wrinkled all the time.
Yeah, just a bit wrinkled.
Right.
He's got to keep reaching in, and he's got to. The vats are so high, so he's got to climb up. That's not his appearance. That's fine. And he's good. He's just a cool little dude.
I'm just imagining the smell
Brian.
of Gary in the
Just
car in
his
a
arms are just
in
like
a
a-
sealed container with everyone else.
Yeah.
Liv rolls the window down straight away.
Handle snaps off.
Also, just another thing, Yoke constantly has a notepad and pen as well, so she's constantly writing
Perfect.
stuff
Yeah.
down. Usually pretty incoherent because she's just wanting all the information, much like me taking notes in D&D.
Nice.
So it all works out.
Half drawings, half
Yeah.
half like scribbled
Yeah, it's very
shorthand.
expressive.
Nice.
Also, I didn't hear anybody claim the passenger seat, so
I'm in the passenger seat.
Oh,
It's a 3-seater. It's
a three-seater.
one of those
Seat.
bench
Oh,
stuff.
I know.
I'm also in the passenger seat, and I'm like dangling my legs.
Lou is a backseat princess for sure.
Yeah.
Sitting in the back, someone else chauffeuring him around.
Yeah, and I'm sitting right next to him.
There's so many seats,
but
you're
you're like
just like,
I am,
next to it.
yeah, they're just like admiring, just being like, wow, he's so cool. This is in my head, but just like, but I feel like I'm staring at you quite intensely. What? Yeah, okay. What?
This is mine.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Once
of
you've
course.
earned your own.
Earn. So I have to earn a cigar. Okay.
Meanwhile, Chubbs is at the front looking like Mr. Incredible when he's in his car.
Yeah!
And we're both sitting on the same side.
The car has a
Lean?
definitive lean to one side.
Yoke, as a detective,
Yeah.
you can do a perception check for me.
Nat 20.
That's
Oh my god!
You notice that Lou's cigar, every time he takes a puff of it, and the ash sort of like falls away, it starts to sort of grow back. It's like a rejuvenating cigar. And you see there's like a little, you know how they have those bands at the end of it that has the brand? It's like, there's a little thing that says, thank you for 50 years of service.
I will have a cigar one day.
I love car rides.
As you guys are driving down to the docks, you pass by various neighborhoods and streets and that kind of thing, and you see that there's a lot of soldiers that have returned home from war that are out on the streets celebrating that kind of thing. It hasn't been that very long since everyone's been sort of brought back from the Orphic Union. So there's a lot of celebration and that kind of stuff going on. Pass by billboards, each sort of proclaiming and sort of trying to sell you the newest technology. Since artificery's taken on a hell of a role with the Republic of Penumbra, you've got a gadget or a bit of artificery for every single thing that you used to have magic to do, but now it's sort of available to everyone at a price. And you pass by quite a lot of factories, smoke sort of puffing out the chimneys, or various smells of rubber and sort of industry going on. You do pass by the pickle factory, and you see quite a number, like there's a lot of people employed at this pickle factory, and they're all out on strike.
Oh,
Is that your
that's it. Yeah, it's you in a pickle. That's the name of the factory. That's it up there.
Oh,
Yeah, I
hi,
see.
there are so many people working there. And you're doing it all by yourself?
Yeah, just all by myself.
I guess not today though, right?
No, not today. Clearly.
Oh.
But that's okay. You
Are
know.
they working or are they like on strike?
They're out striking at the front. They've got signs. No pay wages, no pickles.
Well, I guess no one's getting their pickles today, huh?
No one ever does. I guess that's the pickle industry. But hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, it's good to see you.
Oh, honey, I don't think they can hear you.
Okay, everyone else can do
I tried.
Everyone else do an insight check for me. Gary, I'm sorry you're not a part of this.
Jerry.
23.
23.
Dirty 20.
20.
18.
18.
I got a natural one higher than 19.
Ooh.
Well, I can't say it for the OGL.
What?
It's a joke. Don't worry about it. It's just, I got a 20 on the die.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure people will get it.
Drama happening
Drama.
in the OGL.
But it's an OGL.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Carry on.
We'll tell you about it later.
You see that all of you see that the strikers, they are
Juicer. I got a juicer.
a juicer.
Juicer.
A juicy 20.
I got a juicer. It's not a filthy
Surely
dirty
they can't
21.
own that
It's a juicer. I got a juicer.
A juicer. What was I saying? I've forgotten. You see that the strikers, they all spot Gary in the window, and a lot of them look instantly mad.
Oh. Hey,
Are they your friends?
Yeah, they're all my friends.
Lou,
Okay.
you recognize if Gary's the only one working at the plant and seems to be running it by himself, he's technically a scab, and these strikers are probably not too happy about that.
Yeah.
How are the kids?
However, Lou, you notice that they're all angry because they're angry at the prospect of a scab working whilst they're all striking, but they all of them, every single one, it's immediately followed by a look of like kind of shame because they just like Gary. They're like angry, but they like Gary. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll see you. I'm on a job at the moment, but I'll be back in the factory.
Gaz, join the union.
Oh!
Come on, guys. You don't gotta put your hands in the brine, guys. Come on.
But if I don't put my hand in the brine, Jerry, who will?
Oh no, honey, you gotta join a union.
Guys, they'll give us gloves if we strike.
What? Why did you stop so they can talk? Just keep driving. You know?
This is a really slow car.
Faster.
It's like straining under the light.
Scraping.
And just like ashes her cigarette out the window and just like blows a kiss to like one of the workers.
Do a persuasion check for me.
18.
18, they faint. They just faint on the ground. They try to catch it and they slip and fall over.
Well, you just did that by.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
How
somebody
far
check
away are
on
the dogs?
Sam. He's got low blood pressure. Someone check on him.
You pass the pickle factory. The docks themselves, you see that it is gated. There's like fencing with barbed wire, sort of closed off section of this part of the wharf. You see the cranes sort of above, used to operate to get the containers off of the ships. At the moment, there is unusual amount of spotlights that are been turned on, and you can see in certain areas that they've been added on as well. Places on high security after one of the shipping containers fell off. Are you guys rolling up through the front gate? Or are you parking up and are you gonna try to sneak in, or?
I'm rolling up to the front gate.
Alright.
Rolling up.
You roll.
Go look mysterious.
No matter where you park, I can get us in.
You drive up to the front gate, and you see that the security guard, it's got like one of those bollardy thingies. The security guard steps out of his little booth. He's got like a hat on, button-up shirt. He strolls down. You can see he's a bugbear, quite furry face, like mutton chops thick. Hey, how you doing? You don't got a clearance sticker on your windscreen there, so
Yeah, it's a new car, as you can see. I'm joking. That's why they call me Chuckles. I like to laugh.
yeah.
Anyway, look, we don't got a clearance sticker, but we would like to perhaps have a meeting with the dock master or someone in charge if they're in.
Oh, you want to speak to the foreman?
That's the one.
Oh, gee, Anchors is in a bit of a mood at the moment, you know.
Well, perhaps it might be to do with something as to why he's in that mood, if you catch my drift. We might be able to help. We might be able to help ease his mood. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you know, if you've heard, they got a shipping container lost. That's a bit of a big deal. We can't just kind of let anyone in, because what if you decide to steal one too, and then we're all in the shit.
Look at this car. You know what? This car can carry a shipping container so easy. I would just pick it up, pop it on the roof, and off we go. Look, we're not here to take any more shipping containers. We just want to talk to your boss because we might be able to get it back and get his ass out of the hot water. Do you think he might be interested in that?
I think you'll find that we're very good helpers.
Both of you do persuasion checks for me.
19.
19.
I have a +8 to persuasion.
What the fuck?
I don't know how. I think I
10?
pressed proficient like 12 times.
Okay.
It's bad things.
Bad things, yeah.
Okay. Chuckles, you say this to the security guard, and he was kind of like flip-flopping between, and then Liv pokes her head over close to yours and flicks the hair. Yeah, that's a great. You're Liv Laugh Love, ain't you?
Yeah, I am. You a fan?
Oh, I'm down at the Riff Raff like all the time.
I thought I recognized you, you cute little button face.
You can go in. Yeah, yeah, you can speak to Anchors.
Absolutely. Hey, next time you're at the Riff Raff, let me know and the girls will show you a good time, hey?
Let me get the thing. Let me get the thing up for you.
All right, honey.
The
Okay.
thing up, yeah.
And
The
that
thing's already
is how you do it.
Thank you.
The fence is lifted up, and your car struggles to start, and eventually moves through. You see that there is added security around the place. There is guards patrolling around. They've got the shipping containers stacked up in rows along the dockyards, and they've got trucks around the place that they sort of slowly load them off and outload them. The ship at the moment is not being offloaded, though. Everything else is busy, but this ship is standing still, and you gather that has something to do with the fact that this shipping container has probably been stolen. The ship is the MS Fortuna. And you were told that Anchor's the foreman might be the person to speak to. You can do an investigation check for me if you'd like.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
You are doing
What are these
so
rolls
good. I got a
tonight?
nat
I'm
one,
very
so I have
proficient
no
in
idea.
all of the investigatory thingies.
What
Yeah,
was it,
you should do
investigation?
the rolls, the
18.
investigation rolls.
Yeah, I like to investigate.
From the backseat.
I got nat one, so like Liv sees like a puddle, and they're like, "Oh my god, who's that?"
It's you!
Chuckles and Yoke, the two of you spot there's sort of like a raised section above some of the shipping containers, kind of in the center. It's got a couple extra floodlights planted around it, and the stairs leading up to it. Sort of looks like a control box, control center. The foreman's going to be anywhere. They're going to be there. But you do have the ship over there. There's plenty of workers around the place. There's truck drivers that are sort of working with the dock workers to load these shipping containers on. What would you all like to do?
Yoke really just wants to charge ahead, like, really confidently, and walk to where she thinks the foreman is, and just go to introduce herself, be like, "Hello, I'm here to investigate something. And we're gonna find something, and we are going to be so good at it because, at least me, I've read so many books, so I know things. And I'm here," this is the monologue, I guess. "I'm here to investigate because I bring out a business card. I'll assume that I've gone already." I'm saying this to myself.
You're saying this to yourself. Okay, this is like a prep for this practice.
Yeah, I want to bang the door open.
Oh, are you gonna?
You're-
You're
You're like speaking out loud on the way to this control office.
charging ahead. Yeah.
Excellent. You're charging ahead to the control office.
Yes.
Go to the boat.
Going to the boat?
Oh, yeah.
I want to speak to one of the workers.
Split it in further.
Chuckles cannot get out of the car physically. He's like, the door's like jammy. He's like,
Do you want some help? Want me to push you?
you got some brine in there that maybe might loosen this up.
Oh, yes, actually, I do
Lots
have
of
brine
rocks.
on me. I got some in a little jar. If you want me to try?
Liv just mage hands the door open.
I was kidding. It
Oh,
Chuckles falls out of the car because
Oh,
he's like
Well, there you
pressed.
go,
Yeah.
honey. If you needed some help, all you have to do is just say.
And he like puts a hand on like the roof of the car to help himself up, and it
Bends
sags down.
Just mage hand pop it back into place.
Shuts the door. Has everyone like legged it to their various?
Yoke has fully stormed
Yeah.
towards the control office.
Yeah.
Just strolling, at most.
Well, do you want to follow the kid or do you want to follow the pig?
Neither. I'd rather stay here with you, but I don't think that's an option. So.
Probably not. Also, Gary's here too. That's a third option.
hello.
Chuckles like looks at her and is like, God. Come from? Look. Seeing as people are going in different directions, how about I stay watch the car and each of you go with your respective
Yeah,
people.
I'm gonna go talk to one of the workers. That's over there. I just want to ask him some questions.
All right, I'll go with the
Okay.
kid. We'll touch
I'm
base.
42.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm talking about the kid.
The real child.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright, so Yoke and Liv. Liv, you have to sort of like jog a little bit.
No,
to catch.
I'm
No?
strolling.
Okay. Yoke,
Mincing.
you have
Yeah.
stormed up to the office,
Yeah.
acting like you belong here.
Mhm.
Barged through the door, and you see that there is sort of like a 60-year-old orc with a high-vis vest on. He's got tattoos all over his massive forearms. Hard hats on the desk next to him. He's got his feet up on the chair, and he's reading a newspaper. As you barge in, already mid-monologue.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. You gotta settle down a little bit. What's slow words? What do you want from me? Who are you? Who let a kid in here?
Me, yes. I am Yoke, young detective. Thank you. You can keep that for yourself.
Is that a business card?
Yeah, for you. Now listen.
Yoke.
I am here
Like an
along
egg.
with my... Yes, but unlike an egg, I don't crack.
Extraordinary.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Thank
That's
you.
pretty good. You should have that on the card.
I told you. Can I have that back, please?
Yeah, do you want to scribble on it? Do you want a
Anyway,
pen?
No, I have pens. Don't you worry.
Okay, yeah,
So?
you got a
I am
pencil
here,
case.
sir. I am here today with my friends.
My name's Anchors, by the way.
Angus, hello. Really
No,
nice
anchors.
to meet you. Anchors.
Yeah.
The whole like the ship.
Yeah. Do you want a seat? You got a lot of energy, kid.
Liv like makes it up there, and she's just like at the doorway. She's like at the doorway. She's like, "Is this any way to treat a lady?"
Are we just letting anyone in here?
Anyway, me and my friend associate Liv, we are here with our friends to help investigate why the sea container went missing.
I thought the cops were on that.
Nope, we're on it because we are the
We're with the cops.
yeah.
I got a
kinda.
detective downstairs.
Yeah.
Do a deception check for me.
The way that danced
That
around.
did. God damn. What's my deception? 8.
If you're with the cops, then surely you got the transcripts, right? From my interviews.
She's a kid. She doesn't know how to read.
I can actually read really well. I'm actually really proficient in reading.
Okay, you're not with the cops, so you don't gotta play this game with me.
All right. We just want to know what's happening with the shipping container. Where'd it go? Who took it?
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, we got lost.
How could a container of that size get lost exactly? Can these things be stolen a lot? Has it happened before?
Well, it's a container, it's pretty hard to fucking lose it.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sort of
Or to steal it, to
inferring.
be honest.
Well then, honey, how did someone manage it?
I
Yeah.
don't know, I mean, someone could have used some magic.
Magic.
Or they just paid a whole lot of people off.
Magic or conspiracy.
She's the note taker of the group.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there's a pencil case. It's got a lot of pencils in it. A lot of pens.
Pens.
Look, I don't know if I should be saying anything to you, because what if you are just like the thieves that are trying to backtrack? You know? Like, go back to the scene of the crime.
Now,
That's the thing, right? You look like you know. Is that a thing?
Well, I can promise you, sir, that I am no thief. I am a detective, and I am here to help. And that is why I'm here, to help. Same with you, to help.
To help
You find your sea container.
Oh, I don't care. The thing was insured, so the owners should get a payout of whatever's worth inside, so.
why are we here?
They may get a payout. So, what is actually something important that I should try to figure out? I would like to investigate this room.
You want to investigate the room? Yeah, do an investigation check.
Yeah.
Sure.
9.
9. You notice that the newspaper that that Anchors was reading, a lot of the crossword puzzles, they're like half filled out. And it's a lot of answers that you already know. Like, you know. Like, you read the thing, you're like, you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's about the most interesting thing.
Cool.
So here's what I'm asking. Why would an interested party want to recover the sea container if they could just get an insurance payout? It seems like it would almost be beneficial for the sea container to disappear, you know?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm just a foreman. I just clock my hours here. Honestly.
And how do you go about clocking your hours? That's required for all of the employees, correct?
Oh yeah, good idea. Who was working at the time of the
The thievery.
the thievery?
Yeah.
Okay, we've established you're not cops, so I'm
Definitely
just gonna
not.
say it outright.
Yeah.
Pay me money and I will give you the timesheets.
Sure. Do you have money?
I don't give money. I get given money.
So then you have money.
Nice.
Do I have money? Did I give myself money?
I don't think I do.
I think you probably will have like 10 gold. As a standard, usually.
Do you have money?
I mean, Yug definitely doesn't have money in this big satchel of hers. Just
I'd say you have an allowance, maybe.
She does have doting parents. I could, yeah. I'm going to give myself 20 gold.
20 gold?
She
Oh no, honey, I'm not paying for that.
Well, then I will. So I take out 10 of my gold. Is that a lot? Is that a lot in
That's a
D&D? I
That
take
is a
out
lot.
3, 1. I take 1 gold out. With this slide, I try to be real, like, cool about it.
You want me to commit a crime
Absolutely.
for 1 gold?
I'm sure you'll find that 1 gold is perfectly enough.
There's a limit to how much you can do the hair with, but you can do it this time. This time it'll work, yeah.
13.
13?
Persuasive girl.
Okay, look, you know, I mean, more than 1, surely. Come on,
Give me
I gotta
2.
have something to jingle.
Yes, I bring out just 1 more.
Alright, let's have a look here. He goes to one of the filing cabinets and pulls it out and starts rifling through. Huh. That's funny.
What's funny? And I come up real close to you and I like peer into the thing as well.
You're the detective extraordinaire. Have a look.
Okay, I look at it.
It's it's dated for the dates that people have worked, and a good chunk for the last couple of days before today has been taken out.
Okay.
Missing. All the manila folders are empty.
Who gets access to this office? Is it just you? Or can anyone get in? Well, clearly we got in, but when you're not
basically anyone can get in.
Right, I see.
You open the door, then we don't keep it locked. We really should.
We don't keep-
Until recently, we got some new floodlights in. Until recently, we were pretty bad with security.
Alright, so there is so it's for a couple of, it's the few days that the theft occurred.
Yes,
Okay.
seems like so. Whilst you guys are doing that, let's Gary and Chuckles, you guys are at the car?
No, I went to speak to one of the workers.
You want to speak to one of the workers?
Yeah.
Okay. You just a random any worker?
Yeah. What? Who's around? What workers do I see? What do they look like? What are they doing?
Do a perception check for me.
Oh. 9.
There's a guy that's there's one guy that seems to be going around and he's banging on containers with a hammer.
Oh, great. I'm gonna go right up to him. And I'm gonna
I'm gonna get out my tongs
Mm-hmm.
that I have, and I'm gonna go up to him and say, I've got my tool. Always gotta have your tool handy. Am I right?
Wow, cool tongs!
Thanks. I like your hammer.
Thanks! It makes a noise when I bang on things.
And then I bang my tongs on it.
Ah!
What do you think of that?
That's pretty good. We could make a band.
I reckon. What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Barry.
Barry.
What's your name?
Gary.
No way.
Yeah, we could make a band.
We could make a band.
Barry and Gary.
We could be the Aries.
Oh, I like it. Oh, well,
Do you work here?
I don't. I actually work at the pickle factory down the way.
I love the brine juice.
Gary, is so fucking excited. This is my livelihood. It means so much for you to say it because I put so much work into the brine.
You do a fantastic job.
Thank you. I'm the only one working there at the moment, so it's hard work, but I love it, and I'm glad you love it. I actually
I must be.
Is this happening within earshot of Chuckles?
Absolutely.
How far?
Absolutely. It was not that far.
He's just like,
yeah, I don't work here, but hey, I'm actually moving up in the ranks because I'm part of an investigation at the moment, and yeah, I've been tasked with because my investigation skills are so high. I've been tasked with trying to find the stolen shipping container. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I was doing my job.
Yeah.
I gotta go and bang on the containers.
That's your job? You just bang on stuff?
Yeah, they give me a hammer and everything.
What a living. You're right.
I gotta check if they're empty or not.
Yeah. So
It sounds different. It's very minute difference, but you can tell
So
when it's a full one and when it's an empty one.
wow, that is so clever. So do you remember a shipping container going missing not too long ago? It was right here that it happened. It went missing. It got stolen apparently, and was that
yes.
the shipping company?
The
Fishing
cops
company.
talked to me about that one.
Did they?
Yeah.
What?
It went missing, you know.
I've heard. And did you tap on any fishing any shipping containers that sounded like they might have had some heirlooms in them?
Heirloom?
Yeah.
I don't know what heirloom sound. It's
Like valuable things.
There was a shipping container that sounded weird though.
Really?
They all go like, cool,
Yeah.
or they go. Cool.
And what did this one do?
It was kind of different. I can't do the noise. I didn't
No,
have
I-
enough practice.
That's okay. You can only do so much. You're not magic,
But it was not metal.
Do you know what time or date, what time it was about?
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was when this he points up at the sky. It's when that star was between that building and that building.
Can I do I don't know, what check would that be? See if I know
You
what
can do nature check for me.
time that would be. I'm a ranger, so
Oh, absolutely,
actually
nature check.
Oh wait. That's a it's only a 7.
7. Struggling to determine. 2 days ago, the path of the stars, sort of rotation of the world. Not too sure.
Okay, was it dark?
It was so dark I could see so many stars.
Okay, I mean I should night sky. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Look, I just really gotta find this container, and I don't know what I gotta prove to the others in the group that I'm worth something more than pickle juice. I'm worth.
You're worth a lot, Gary.
Barry, you're just saying that.
No, you got a hell of a pair of tongs.
Thank you.
And you got a wicked smart mind.
Thank you,
You're
Barry.
a detective.
Barry.
You hear thunderous footsteps slowly lumbering over.
Ah!
You may now kiss the bride. Are we done here? Come on.
This is my friend. No, Chuckles. Chuckles? This is Barry. Barry works here. He was here when it was stolen.
Thank you, Gary. I heard all
You heard
of
it all?
I heard
All right.
it all. I heard it all.
Oh wait, what do you think we should do?
Well, I think we should let Harry get back to doing his job so he doesn't get fired, because we would not want that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
They won't fire me.
Why won't they fire you?
Well, I got important business to do.
He's tipping on the shipping insensitive questions.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to doing your important
I'm
business.
indispensable.
That's a big word for you. All right. Well, look, Gary, we should head back to the car, wait for the others, and then we tell everyone what we know. All right?
Yeah, right.
All right. Goodbye, Barry.
Barry, if there's anything else you want to tell me, you tell me. All right? Now's the time. We might never see each other again.
That's a lot.
I grab Barry's hand and I
Don't ever let go.
Hold it.
Don't ever let go.
All right, Barry, you tell me now. If there's anything that you've been told or you don't feel good about, or something that you saw that you don't think is right, you gotta tell me. You gotta stand up for what you believe in.
Do a persuasion check for me.
Come on. I don't know if I might pass out. I don't know if I took a breath that entire time.
it's a 14.
A 14.
Yeah.
Do it with advantage. Yeah. Do it with advantage for this solid relationship you have with
It's still a 14.
14.
Yeah. Can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely. You can use it as
Yes. Come
Come
on.
on.
Come on.
Do it for Barry.
Yes! It's a 19.
19. Okay, Gary. There was a really scary guy that was asking. It wasn't when the shipping container got lost, but he spoke to me and he was asking about it, and he was really scary. He was like one of those the old what do you call it? Knights.
Oh, it was a knight?
But he rode a motorcycle.
What?
It was really loud.
Stylish.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And what? He was scaring you? He was intimidating you?
He wanted to chop me in half, and he said that he would if I talked to anyone.
Don't worry, he won't chop you in half. I'll chop him in half.
I don't know, he's pretty big, Gary.
Chuckles will chop him in half.
Okay, Chuckles is pretty big.
Yeah.
And Chuckles will, look at your hammer, take his fist, and, knock on the shipping container, with quite a significant amount
It's
of force.
do a strength check.
Yes.
That was a great time to do that. Good timing.
Ooh, not great. Yeah, no, 9.
9?
Yeah.
Still a pretty loud thump.
Yeah.
So he was telling you, did he tell you did he say he was gonna steal it?
No, it was after it was stolen.
Oh, it was after it was stolen. And he said, if you tell anybody what you saw, I'll cut you in half.
He said if I tell anyone that he was there, he would cut me in half.
He was there the night of the stealing.
No, that he was there asking
Oh,
about
that he was
me.
there at all. What? If this isn't too hard, what kind of stuff was he saying about the container?
Well, he was asking what kind of truck took it, and he was asking, how big it was, and he was asking, who were the people that stole it, which I didn't know any of that, really.
Yeah.
I just bang on the containers.
Yeah, that's fair, and it's an honest living, and you should be proud of it. Okay, well,
And
It
then
was
he
a
went to
night-
the foreman's office, but the foreman wasn't there, so I think he was trying to be sneaky.
oh, he went to the foreman's office. Okay, all right, interesting. Okay, right. And he's a knight, and he rides a motorcycle.
Black armor,
Yeah,
black motorcycle. I didn't see his face.
yeah, that's okay. You know, you're so brave, Barry. This might be the last time we meet, but I hope it's not.
I hope it's not. I hope we start a band.
I do. And if you ever, decide you don't like working here, banging on things anymore, you can come work with me in the pickle factory.
And I can bang on things there.
Absolutely.
I take you up on that, Gary.
Here, and I write the address of the pickle factory on his arm.
He takes the pen and writes the address of the docks where you are.
Oh, thank you. That's good information.
So now we know where we work.
Yes. Well, thank you, Barry, and I'll see you around.
See you around, Gary. Good luck.
Alright. Can I try
was
and
beautiful.
carry up like hand on the head and like
Just claw machine.
like on the bowl cut just
Absolutely.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
go.
absolutely.
What do you want for that? Strength check?
Do an athletics check for him.
Athletics
Going
check.
on the adventure.
Oh my god, an 11. Ugh, shocking rolls now.
An 11.
For strength
Oh.
as well. Like all of the other stuff's
The
been
neck just.
You can't quite do the top of the head, but you can definitely do like the scruff of the neck behind the back.
Oh, I feel like a baby kitten.
The bowl cut just like melts upwards. Alright.
Whoa.
Come on, let's get out of here,
This is
Gary.
nice.
Lou, you meanwhile have strolled over to the ship.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get onto the ship itself?
Yeah. Anyone that looks in close enough, he just like. Yeah.
That surprisingly works really, really well.
No one questions.
They see the outfit, they see the absolutely done with life expression on Lou's face. They see the badge, they're just, oh, yep. You walk up the ramp onto the shipping container. No one looks at all that close at your badge.
Great.
You can see it's half unloaded. It seems work had stopped once this heist of the shipping container went down. The ship MS Fortuna, a lot of the workers on the ship, there's a few wandering around just checking things, checking like lines and that sort of deal, but most of them aren't working. They're on stand down at the moment. You looking for anything in particular?
First thing I want to do is approach one of the workers on the barge
Okay.
and just go. Follow up information.
Oh, where did you come from?
Were you on the boat the night the missing crate went?
Was I on the boat? I work on the boat, yes.
The night that the crate went missing.
Yes, I work on the boat.
You okay?
Are you okay?
You were here the night the crate went missing.
Yes,
Where were you?
I was on the boat.
Where?
Where in the boat?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when it went missing exactly, but I was in crew quarters.
Who was up here?
Are you like police or
Who
something?
was watching the crates?
God,
Do I need to grease you a little bit? Is that what you're after?
what is grease me a little? No, I don't want you to grease me.
Money.
Oh,
Is that what you want?
money? Yes.
Gold coin.
Oh, wow. This... Okay. Who was working? Well, Captain would have been awake. He was on night shift that night.
Where is he?
In probably Captain's quarters right now.
Right now?
Right
Take me
now?
there.
Okay. He leads you down through the ship. See, there's a bunch of crew in like a crib room that are killing time basically until they have orders to do much else. He leads you past that to sort of like captain's quarters, knocks on the door a couple of times. Hey, what is it?
Police business.
Okay, come on in then.
Go inside.
Are you a cop, is it? You walk in and you see that there's like a dwarven man with goatee, like hella spiked goatee, mohawk, big bruiser sort of type, but like 4 foot tall, basically. What you want?
Look, all I'm looking for is information. You tell me what I need to know and I'll walk off the barge. That's it. Nice and simple.
It's a ship.
That's what a barge is, isn't it? Not?
A barge and a ship are different.
It's all the same thing.
Ugh. Right. Shipping container. 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
Around, say 11.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck you lose a shipping container?
Well, that's my question.
It's beyond me.
Right.
But I reckon dock workers are in on it.
Uh-huh.
Take the crane, get one out of order, load it straight onto a truck, send it off.
Are you gonna tell me what I need to know, or do I need to grace you?
Is this a penumbran thing?
What?
Greasing people.
And money.
Generally, build a rapport before you grease each other.
Look, nowadays everything happens too quick, you know? So it's either you catch up or you get left behind.
Okay.
Do you want money to tell me the information? Who is unloading? When was the last time it was checked? All of that. Or are you just gonna tell me because, you know, I'm a cop?
I'll take the first option.
Alright.
Right, okay. Well, we have a few dealings with some of the criminal outfits here.
Mm.
This was not done with them. So, Sonny Sachs, this wasn't his crew.
Sonny Sachs.
You know Sonny Sachs as one of the major kingpins in Parabellum. Runs pretty much unopposed, apart from there's a few small gangs that crop up before they're eventually stomped down. Sonny Sachs is a legend in this town.
Mm-hmm.
So, must have been some young'uns decided this'll be their big break. Something like that.
What time is it now?
It's after dusk, like 9 p.m.
Right. And, who's moving the crates?
Let's see. Give us the gold and I'll check your book. Checks his book. Hands it to you, points to a list of names that were on night shift that night. And takes something else out, and it's the manifest for the container that's missing. For the greasing up. He takes your gold coins.
No. Pleasure. You, on this ship for a while? You docked in here for, a few days or what?
Well, insurance company's got to come around, make sure everything's within the bounds. And then the cops need to finish their investigation, so we've been docked until whenever that's finished.
Right. Can you take me down to the crate? Where it was?
Right. Takes you, starts walking towards sort of the half unloaded bay, what's it called? Like a cargo section of the ship. And he points to sort of where the crane is sort of already set up, the tracks are set up over 4 rows in. So they got 3 and a bit rows done before it got to this section. And from what you figure, the crane got hijacked, maybe They loaded this this container and then abandoned it. Points up to sort of where the work was unfinished.
Right. Look, I'm gonna be coming back here at some point to, dust footprints. I'm sure this little conversation, as well as the returning of that, can grease you up a little bit more, huh?
Hey, could you next time say bribe? Right. I feel uncomfortable.
I'm greasing your palm. I'm not bribing you.
You say grease, and palm is not the body part I'm thinking of.
What? I don't get it. Would you grease something? What? You grease out of something? What are you talking about here?
We'll see each other next time, right? Yeah.
Where are you from?
Me? Nog? You can do a history check.
Yeah. 10.
10. Nog is one of the it's overseas. It's actually pretty close to the Orphic Union, although Nog has managed to remain independent for a very long time. Sort of like an island nation that's resisted sort of a lot of the attempts from the Orphic Union to bring them in. And it's kind of been very, very neutral, very Switzerland throughout the entire war and everything.
Right. You looking to get back there at some point?
Why would I want to do that? That's fuck all there. It's a rock.
Okay. It's just lowering my case of suspects, people who want to leave pretty quickly. It's, an excuse.
Well, I'd say the people that left pretty quickly on your truck are the top of your list of suspects.
You got a truck prints or something like that? Anything,
You're a cop. Surely you know the smugglers in town. You can't drive through Parabellum with a big container on a truck and not be noticed.
Yeah, but what if it weighed a container? What if it looked like something else, huh? A draft. They draped a cloth over it or something, huh?
It looked like a container draped with a cloth.
What do I look like? A mastermind? I just find the criminals. Look, I've been doing this for 57 years, all right? Day in, day out, wake up at 6, have a cup of coffee, get to work, get home, enough to have an hour or two of sleep, get back to the job. Do you know how many cases I've solved? Don't answer that, I'm monologuing. Too many, you wouldn't even be able to count, all right? I've been a cop longer than you've been alive there, Sonny Jim. You probably haven't worked a single day as hard as what I've worked in my whole life, huh? You don't sleep, do you? You do, exactly. What is sleep? Sleep's for the weak there, young man. I ain't done. Look, these 57 years, when it comes to kingpins, when it comes to crates, when it comes to little kittens caught in trees, you know who's been the hero of the city? Me. Every single case that I've been on, I've solved, all right? I've opened up over 1,000 cold cases, solved them all. Every single one of them. Me. Sometimes with help, sometimes by myself. But you know what? At the end of the day, I get it done. And I find out what I need to find out. So if you're hiding anything from me, I'm gonna find out.
Beautiful. Inspiration point. And I think That's a good point for us to take a break. Hello, welcome back. We've just finished up our break for our Noir Nights 4-shot that we're going to be running over the next few weeks. The group of sleuths has so far investigated the docks where they've found that the shipping container has been stolen a night 2 days previously and possibly has been ferried away on a truck somewhere. The shipping container is not an ordinary one. It's not made out of metal anyway. And you all sort of regroup at your busted down loaned car from Miss O, your employer for this job. What's the plan?
Alright, information. What do we get, huh?
Yes. So,
Oh yeah, write all this down, write everything down,
Okay.
including what you're saying.
okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, we know that there were employee logs, but some of them are now missing, especially when the stuff was being stolen.
Yeah.
So someone obviously came in because they don't lock it
They
for
don't
some
lock
reason.
their office.
Yeah.
And did you know?
Why would you lock your office?
Because there's important documents in there, obviously.
Ain't you a policeman? Don't you lock away your evidence?
Well, yeah, but I mean, why would you lock it? I mean,
So
there's a lot of just honest people in the city.
So, don't ever
said
lock
it.
anything.
You said it.
So just don't lock anything, ever?
No,
So
this is
someone-
sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
So basically, did you know that these storage units pay out a really pretty insurance penny? So if they were getting all that money, why would we need to recover anything? That's what I'm thinking.
Seems suspicious.
I think there's something really valuable in that container. You know, and it's so funny that you mentioned that about someone going in the office because I just met someone. I met probably my best friend in the whole entire world, Barry. He works here, and he said that somebody came here and they were in black armor and on a black motorcycle, and that he was intimidated by him, and he told him, "You better not say anything about this, or I'm gonna cut you in half." And then he said that this man went up to the room. He went up to the foreman's room,
The office?
the office, and he said the foreman wasn't in there though.
So maybe it was him.
Maybe it was
who
him.
took the files, the documents, because there's a whole bunch missing.
He wants
Yeah, we
those
asked
files
who was
gone.
working. Yeah, we asked who was working that day, and he looked in the drawer, and it was gone. So I'm thinking that your little knight actually may have taken the document.
He might have something to do with it. He
Yeah.
wants those files gone, and we gotta figure out why.
Yeah, what did you guys find out?
I was with Gary here, so
Yeah, picked me up by my neck. It was like my scruff of my neck.
no, I
I feel like a little rabbit in a wolf's mouth. It was very comforting.
just to clarify, so the Knights, would they be considered like a separate little smaller gang in this city? Would I know that?
Do a history check for me.
And before I do this though, am I able to subtly be like, I mean, out game, am I able to work for Sunny Sacks? Like, is that something that you would allow or no?
I'd say you've done maybe a few jobs with Sunny Sax's crew.
Yep.
I'll say like you're an independent kind of guy.
Cool.
You're connected but not too connected to Sunny Sax.
Great. Yeah, so to see if I know the Knights, what was it?
History check, please.
That will be an 11.
An 11. You don't actually know of any gang called the Knights or a gang that would dress up in knight armor.
Sure.
Most of the gangs, at least in Penumbra, they've kind of transitioned to Kevlar vests and guns, revolvers, that kind of thing. Technology in Penumbra is pretty advanced to the rest of the world. It's only now that the war is over that Penumbra is kind of introducing a lot of the stuff that they've developed with their artificers to the rest of the world, and a lot of the old ways are kind of lost here. Not as much magic in use, not as much, plate armor and swords and that kind of deal.
Cool.
So someone that's riding around a motorcycle clad in knight armor, little bit different.
All right.
Detective. The manuscript. I'll flick it over to the kid.
Yeah.
Cool. And I
Oh, for the shipping containers.
Yeah. So it's a manifest for the specific shipping container that was stolen, SC09, and you open it up, and it's ship copy. So it's ship copy, and there's a copy for the docks and that kind of thing. There is a hell of a lot of black marker on this thing. In fact, basically everything that's listed as the contents has been blacked out, like Secret Service
Redacted.
blacked out, like
Straight up.
redacted.
So I can't see anything that's in the contents
You
at
see
all.
SC09 as the
Yeah.
shipping container number.
Yeah.
And you see that origin is Nas, the nation of Nas, which was one of those that was part of the Orphic Union. As for the contents, redacted.
Well, everything's blacked out on here.
Can I try and because there was spotlights around, right?
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Can I try just to hold it up in the light and just be like,
See if there's like an impression.
yeah. Can I just try and see?
Do a
if I can-
perception check for me.
Maybe we just need a national treasure this, just so.
Oh!
What did you get?
I got a nat 20. And that's also +5, so I got 25.
Do we have lemon juice?
The
to
only
give?
number, the only situation I'd give you any info on this. Okay. You don't get a. Okay. It's pretty difficult to make out the words that have been redacted.
I'm a smart
right?
gal, I'll figure it out.
But you do realize that in the top section, the marker is a little fainter than the rest of where it sort of lists the contents and that kind of thing. The marker, it was a quick strike on additional notes to the container. And in the additional notes, it says lead.
Lead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one says lead right here.
Like leaded bullets, lead?
Plum bum.
PB.
Have you got laser vision? That's so impressive.
Oh, thank you. Bless your little
Can I
heart.
cast comprehend languages over the blacked out stuff?
You can absolutely
How
try.
far can we push this?
You can absolutely try.
I died. That was another nat 20.
15?
15. You cast comprehend languages, and as you cast the spell, it starts to flow into different scripts of different languages that you know.
Yes.
And it sort of shifts from, one alphabet to another alphabet and that kind of thing. However, it doesn't change the blacked out sections of the manifest itself.
Dang it.
Yeah, honey, I don't know if you speak redacted. I don't know if that's in your language.
I should really learn redacted then.
Yeah. Write that down.
Can I
Write that down.
cast my spell Dact? So that I may dact something that has been redacted.
Ah, okay. No, you'd need the spell re-redact.
Re-redact.
Sorry.
That's what it shot.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, what? We don't. This.
Well, what kind of family heirlooms are made out of lead aside from bullets?
I mean, look,
Probably the container itself. When you want to ship some stuff, you don't want people seeing stuff into.
Well, how do you suppose that they got it off the ship?
Truck.
How do you suppose they got it on the truck?
Great.
Is there like a log book for the trucks so that we can read and then see who would have taken it? Or if there's no information, then that means maybe that Black Knight also took that information from the log, right? Am I on the right track here?
Are there any other shipping containers there?
Plenty. So many.
Can I try and mage hand one and lift it up? And then put it back down?
Do a spellcasting ability check for me, please.
shipping.
I just want to see. I'm like, you're so
Would you
You're
need
so
a hand?
fucking sure about the crane when it really just, it could be magic.
Yeah, totally.
Magic in these.
Oh my god.
You
You got
cast the
a
spell.
20.
Got on that 20?
Another one.
Another one.
20.
I think that dice has lead in it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should.
No,
You
it
cast the
does.
spell. You cast the spell.
Uh-huh.
And I'll say it's like one of the nearest ones to your jalopy. You cast the spell, and you see like the blood vessels in Liv's forehead just like absolutely tense as they cast the spell. The container does shift to like a little bit off the ground, like an inch off of the container it's stacked on, and then it drops, and you fall to your ass on the ground.
Yeah, see, I told you you can move with magic.
Oh God.
Magic's magic.
You want some pickle juice?
No.
All right.
Chuckles will offer her hand and help her back to her feet.
Gentlemen.
Probably not.
I mean, okay, so why would somebody want those documents that were stolen? Who would want them?
Well, obviously, the person who did the crime wanting to cover their tracks.
And we think it's an employee because that information was taken as well, right?
Do you want to know what I think?
It was the employee lot, like, right? The
Yeah.
timesheets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chuckles?
Look, I may or may not have been involved in some jobs before. I'm not gonna say who with, I'm not gonna say if I was actually involved. Maybe it's a story I heard from a friend of a friend.
We know
But
you're a
look,
criminal. It's okay. You can say it. We appreciate you, okay? And everything you've done. Continue.
all right.
Generally, it's what you don't say.
Oh!
That's how it works.
Anyway, look, long story
Write that
short,
down, what you don't say.
for a job like this, it could be one of a few things, all right? An inside job is currently the most likely, right? An insurance fraud thing. You got a good insurance claim, something goes missing or gets destroyed, you get a payout, you still got the things hidden somewhere. You get the money and the things, capiche? You know, you're in the money sort of thing. You know, it's a bit of a racket, and you know, things like that happen here all the time. But for someone to be here, you know, by the sounds of it, some dock workers were involved. If you've got timesheets that are missing, someone didn't want to know, or someone didn't want someone else to know who was here when that went missing, which leads me to believe that somebody here is an inside man, at least one person, right? Whether it's the foreman, whether it's the workers, I don't know. I mean,
It's a good red herring, though, isn't it?
there's also the case of, you know, the whole magic thing. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but, you know, I believe there's magic that can make people do things they wouldn't otherwise do.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah, like
if that's what's
sinister.
happened to the dock workers, it could be a little more sinister. We could have something a bit more serious on our hands, in which case it's probably not just for insurance fraud purposes. It's for something a little more nefarious. Perhaps you're trying to move something you shouldn't be moving. You got a lead-lined container. All of a sudden, things start stacking up like they're trying to smuggle something, or they got something in that container they probably shouldn't, or that someone else really wants. You agree with me, Doc?
Yeah.
Right. So, with that being said, I feel like the number one person we should be looking for right now is whoever this jabroni on this motorcycle is.
Yeah.
Right? Because he was the one who clearly went to the foreman's office, wasn't supposed to, threatened to kill people if they said they saw him there, right? That's pretty shady behavior, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that if I, you know.
Right? So we gotta find out who these night people are, where they're operating from, and what they want with this container, right? So
Yes.
how best do we go about that?
Do you know anything about the Knights? Anyone?
Look, I've been in this city a long time, you know. Technology here has grown a lot further from your basic, you know, knight armor. It's kind of weird that they got some fellas kicking around in this tin can stuff. It's really heavy, it's really loud, it's hard to be quiet when you're wearing that, you know. We prefer the kind of more subtle Kevlar vest, and he sort of pulls aside to sort of reveal what looks to be like a pretty fancy looking vest. It's actually just leather armor. For the purposes of AC, but it's like, you know, we got vests now, you know,
I need a vest.
you gotta be protected. So, I'm thinking if we can find out who this knight is or who these knights are and what they want with this container, that's probably the next best step.
Can I cast some form of history check, considering that I'm a warlock and know a bit more about magic stuff, if I've heard of knights and if they're of any importance?
Do you want to contact your patron?
Yes?
Oh, shit.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do it subtly. I'm going to be just writing notes and try not to draw attention to myself, and I'll just be like,
I'll just roll back.
hi. Hey, Tyler? Are you around? This is in my head as well.
In your head?
Yeah.
You feel like a bit of a sort of a burning sensation coming nearby, and you realize that it's there's a small little demountable set up, and you look towards it where that sort of burning sensation is, and you see that there's a door leading into it, and the door shimmers a little bit like a heat sort of wave, and changes to entirely different sort of door that's got shutters over it, and it's got Tylusius fiend written underneath it, a very tax accountant kind of door.
Just pull that fantasy name out of your arms.
Tylusius fiend.
Amazing work.
Cool. I would like to go in.
You walk towards the door and walk in. Anyone that notices sees Yoke just completely walk through a door and disappear. As you open this door and walk in, and you're immediately assailed by heat around you, and the sound of those calculators, the old school ones where
Yes.
as you see a fiend opposite a big mahogany desk with a bunch of papers and receipts and all sorts of things. He's got a pair of square spectacles on the end of a very sort of broad, long red nose, horns that curl out to the sides like a ram's, covered in scars, wearing a gold chain. Hey, Yoke! What's going on, kiddo?
Oh, not much.
Goddamn, take a seat.
Thank you.
What are you after? I heard you kind of calling my name, and
Yeah.
What's going on? What's new with you?
Oh,
you still doing the detective thing?
I sure am. Do you want to see my new business card? I've been working on it.
Wow.
It's an egg.
Look at that, kiddo. There's an egg on it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is this how you gathering souls for me now?
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Crack the cases, but I don't get cracked. That's fucking great, kiddo.
Thanks, Tyler.
Wow.
But anyway, I'm here to ask because I'm currently part of an investigation, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
I want to know, do you know anything about the Black Knight? Or anything like that? Because
Black Knight?
that's our top suspect at the moment.
Where are you living now, kiddo?
Living?
Still in Penumbra?
Yeah, I'm still living with my parents and stuff. I just decided to just leave for a few days.
Yeah, you gotta move out, kid. You gotta get independence.
Well, yeah,
You know, how are you
I
gonna
know.
get laid and commit sin when you're living at home with your parents?
Look, I mean, I'm
Wait.
working on it. I'm really focused on my career at the moment. And I'm
career,
just trying to
career,
build-
come on.
I'm trying to
Go
build
kill
something.
somebody.
And eventually I will get to that. I'm just trying to, build up some notoriety first as a detective. So,
So you can be a crooked cop. I
Yeah.
get your angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a bump?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the first time. This is like a special moment between
Yeah,
you and
I'm just really trying to say yes to everything at the moment. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
You experience new things.
I'm
Sarah.
happy to try new things. Just
Yeah.
because, I am ready to see what the world is going to offer me. Because I am young currently.
That's
And I
great,
look
kiddo.
forward to venturing out into the world and seeing what it has to offer. Because I know that the world is such a big and amazing place. And I'm sure everyone is so nice.
Aim for the stars, kiddo. Here, this is called angel dust.
Cool. Is it like kind of 30 sort of thing?
Huh?
Do we just like do we want to do it together?
You wanna do it with your old man?
Absolutely, of course.
Wow.
Just appreciate like all you've
That's
done for me.
great.
I'm super like smart and powerful.
You know, I know this was an accident,
It was, yeah.
but I'm so glad you're my favorite warlock.
Oh, thanks.
All right,
That's
let's
so
do it.
nice. Cool.
He fully snorts a line of
And I like fake do it.
You faked it?
Yeah.
Do a deception check.
Yeah.
Hold it over the shoulder.
Come
Always
on,
crit
you're
fail.
Deception.
11.
11.
Can I accidentally like get it in my mouth and I'm like,
You
Do you have inspiration?
did I get inspiration for that monologue?
for the monologue? I'll definitely give you inspiration for the business card though.
Yes, I'll take it. I'll add my inspiration to
You
that.
can re-roll it if you do.
Okay.
We're good.
Oh, okay. That's
Much better.
that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Alright, as Ty Lucius does a line of angel dust, you follow through and sort of like quickly wipe it to
Yeah.
the side and just. Whoa! You feel it?
Yeah!
You feel it, kid?
Yeah.
So
I do.
Knights. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's not a whole. You got so much technology in Penumbra now. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, you ever heard of Death Knights?
No? Can you tell me more?
What? You haven't heard of a Death Knight?
No, but
No!
I would love to hear it from you.
They're like immortal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're technically dead,
Technically dead?
but I don't get their souls.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they kind of scrolled them away inside the armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, they're dangerous. Don't tangle with those.
Dangerous. All right, good to know. Yeah, wow. Woo! Yeah. Absolutely. Wow, I'm just thinking. My brain is just going so fast right
Yeah,
now.
I know, right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So you don't know anything about the Black Knight at all. You don't have any inkling.
You got a name for me? Maybe his soul's on my like wanted register. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you can get me a wanted soul,
I wanted so.
like you're heavily in debt, by the way. Like you have not been doing your job. Like I just want to like this isn't a performance review,
Yeah.
but you have not been doing your job. But I'm
Right,
giving you a
fine.
lot of slack.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I really appreciate that, and I will get you a soul.
You'll get me a soul.
Yes.
Death Knight soul.
Of course, a Death Knight soul specifically.
That'll put you like in credit.
Great. Good to know.
Oh shit.
Cool. Well, you know what? Thanks for the help and the and the angel dust. That was
Yeah, you
Oh,
must
great.
have a tolerance, kid, because you are handling it well.
yeah. You know me. Just
Usually
so...
mortals, they're like burning with glory, like radiance at this point.
No, trust me. It's all inside.
Yeah, you must mask very well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have a mask of many faces. Credit to you, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this guy. Well, anyway, I'll hit you up later. I'll talk to you a bit later.
I'll catch you later. I'll see you in hell.
Yeah, you too. So good. Okay, bye, Tyler.
Bye.
I have never wanted to be a warlock more in my life right now.
While that is happening, can Liv have a think about if any knights have come into the riffraff?
Absolutely. Just do a wisdom check for me, or an intelligence, up to you.
Recall check. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Wrong
it was
game.
like recollection. check?
Recollection.
Okay.
Nice.
What, wisdom or which one? Wisdom or what?
Intelligence, your choice.
9.
9.
Nice.
You try to think about any knights that have come into the riffraff. You do think of one. There was an act that occurred one night where a knight came in and got on a full suit of armor, and it slowly came off throughout the night.
I mean, there was a burlesque night at the club, but I don't know if that's the kind of night that we're talking about. He was a handsome fella, too. Hey, kid.
Am I back yet?
Yeah, I'll say you're back.
Hey, kid.
Hey,
Where'd you go?
I just went to talk to someone. So what I found out is that there are a group of people called the Death Knights. Have you ever heard of those guys?
Arcana check for anyone.
Sweet.
Or, yeah, Arcana.
13.
13?
17.
17?
9.
9. Liv, Death Knight's very different from the night that performed at the Riff Raff.
Thinking like Daniel Radcliffe doing She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain when she comes, except in for lava. That's kind of the night. That's like the night that Liv's thinking about. But Death Knights, yes.
It's more of like a myth than anything. This is like way back in old times, before the Republic of Penumbra was a republic, and you're still kind of like separate states and all this kind of stuff. There was like myths and folklore about an undead creature that just would not depart this world until some sort of job was done.
Huh. You know, Death Knights were an old story that I used to hear about. They were undead. They pretty much wouldn't die until they, whatever Nikolai just said.
Yeah. No, and that's really interesting because they're real. Huh? Yeah. So,
How do you know?
So I have maybe an inkling that perhaps the Black Knight could maybe be involved with the Death Knights. It seems they're quite close, you know.
Yeah.
So so that's a working theory I have.
Well, yeah, I think the guy said Barry told me that if he said anything, you would cut him in half. So that sounds like
That's pretty
a death,
deathy.
a death-like.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
I think that could have legs. That theory.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should definitely find whoever that is, and then maybe like where would a place be that would have lots of trucks? Like where would this place source their trucks from? And maybe we can find out where they are, because maybe we can find the truck that potentially took the sea container, and then we can investigate that.
You know, look, I'm gonna say we're in a port town. A lot of industry going on here. There's gonna be a lot of trucks to sift through. Your best bet is actually to probably source your motorbikes.
Motorbikes.
It's far less common. Apparently, he was on a motorbike.
He was on a black motorbike. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Probably custom.
Custom.
Find out what it
That's
was. We check some shops.
Yeah.
Maybe some chop shops. We see where some things
especially,
come
I mean,
from.
and especially if it's nefarious. You know, any motorcycle could have gone
Any
missing
motorcycle.
anytime soon in the last
Check
little
out
while.
those
You know,
things.
could be boosted, could be hot. You know, any one of those things.
Sure. Okay.
I guess that's our best lead so far.
Yeah.
Probably check to see if there's any prints around here from the tires.
Yes! I open my satchel and I get out a magnifying glass and a little. I'd like to imagine it's like a children's detective's kit
Nice.
of just like the powder and then like the dusting. I would like to start doing that
Absolutely.
back in the foreman's office.
Oh,
where
she's
we
off
found-
again.
Yeah.
I meant the
She's
tire.
pissed.
You got a leash for that thing?
Really mind.
Well, should we go back to the car? Do we wait for her? Do we go after her?
I imagine I do that really fast.
Hey, you wanna
Start sprinting towards the foreman's
You want to
office.
ask your friend if there's any people that ain't come back to work?
Oh, you mean Barry?
Yeah, whatever. Your friend's name. Ask
Yeah.
if there's anyone that hasn't come back.
Anyone that hasn't come back?
Eh.
And maybe I'll ask yeah.
Just that's
Just
fine.
that.
Just
All right.
that.
You want to come with?
Get that.
Are
Hard
you
pass.
sure?
Yeah, I'm
kind
gonna.
of. You guys kind of had
I
a
gotta look after the car.
All right. Well, I'll go. And
Slaps the roof, something falls off.
Mage hand it back on.
I'll go to. You want to come? You want to meet Barry?
You know what? I think you'd really like Barry.
You like
should
Barry?
Go. Yeah, you know what? Go like gives him like a
Come
little-
on.
in the square of the back just to get him on his way.
Gary like tugs at your jacket.
Come on. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go back over to Barry.
You're gonna head over to Barry?
Head over.
So you're heading over to Barry, you're heading back to the foreman's office to dust for prints?
Yeah, but like really fast.
Okay.
Same, I'm also doing it fast.
You just stay in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay
I
here.
also
We'll
cast
stay here.
invisibility on myself, so like no one knows me.
Okay.
Burning through those spell slots. Holy moly.
Alright.
What if we have combat, Andrea?
As you guys are
Is that
heading
how
off,
spells work?
Yeah.
Oh.
actually, Chuckles, you see one of the dock workers approaches you, like sort of seeing. Have you left as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
Seeing Lou leave, one of the dock workers approaches you, Chuckles.
Can I help you, friend?
Chuckles, right?
Maybe. What's it to you?
What's it to you?
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Hello, Olivia. Chuckles. You got a job going on here?
Maybe. Not a usual job, though.
You wanna fill me in? Cause things are a bit. No one's looking to do a job around here ever since the big beach business went down. So you with Sax again?
Not this time. Not this time.
Okay.
Now, do I recognize this? Does Chuckles recognize this person?
You don't recognize him, but people recognize you.
Sure.
They know that you're sort of like a. You're like an independent contractor. So they know what kind of business that you're in if they're in the same sort of business.
So you're looking for a job?
Yeah, a bit of extra dough on the side never hurts anybody.
You want your dough up front or after the fact? Because if it's after, I can help you out.
What's the better cut?
Look, if you can tell me what I need to know, and if you can help me out with this job, let's say there's, 20 gold pieces in it for you.
20.
It's a low-key job, I don't need any rough and tumble stuff. I need to keep it pretty low-key, under the radar. But you work here, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, as long as it's nothing that's involving breaching the perimeter, the foreman's office is still unlocked, so I can get manifests for you.
Alright.
What do you need? What are you after?
Look, if I'm being honest with you, I need to know a bit more about what happened 2 nights ago when that shipping container went missing.
Chuckles. Sounding like a cop.
Hey, job's a job. I ain't working with the fuzz, don't worry. This is for me. You know me.
Okay,
I gotta
well,
feed Chuckles first.
I know you. You're a stand-up guy. Look, it's a bit touchy around here because the guys that were in on that job, I think this is one of those, no loose ends type.
Gotcha.
And
I'm
it's
assuming-
their fault for picking people that ain't connected, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Now, am I right in assuming that those loose ends have, in fact, been tied off already?
Well, look, I don't think there's missing people's reports handed in yet, but
They ain't
that's
showed up
my
to work today?
expectation. Yeah,
Gotcha. How many?
I don't know, maybe like,
What are we talking here? 2-man job, half a dozen? I mean, if you're moving a shipping container, I'm thinking you're gonna need at least 4. 1 for the crane, 2 for the truck. 1 to keep watch.
nah, I think this, I mean, they don't use our guys for the trucks. The trucks are, contractors and whatever. Those are 4 for the job.
Right. 4 guys for the job. You don't look after the trucks. Did you see who was driving the truck? Were you on that night?
Oof, I didn't touch that job. No way.
Smart man. Smart man. Was there any record of where that truck was headed? I don't think there would be, but... I've
Come
got a
on,
chance.
Chuckles.
Yeah, right,
Our
right.
business?
I gotta ask these questions. Alright. So an inside job. Did anyone the 4 guys mention anything to you before they, didn't show up for work?
I mean, they said it was a good amount of money. I said it was too good to be true.
All right, look. You got the names of the 4 guys that didn't show up to work today?
I do.
There's a
I'm
gold
gonna write
piece
them
in it.
down on a piece of paper for you.
Yeah, please just write them down. That's all I'm after. Yeah, I ain't got, you know me. I ain't got such a good memory for names and stuff. So,
Yeah, great. He writes it down on a piece of paper and sends it to you.
Larry?
great. Do I recognize any of the names on the paper as people he's worked with before, or perhaps are involved? Well, he knows or have been involved with Sachs or anyone like that before.
How many jobs do you reckon Chuckles would do much work stealing from the docks?
He probably wouldn't be the stealer, but he certainly would be there to ensure things ran smoothly on occasion.
Okay. Do me a, just roll me a d20.
12.
12? You recognize one of the names.
Cool.
Octo.
Octa.
He's not a particularly, not a great criminal.
Yep.
Is not really trusted for a lot of big jobs and that kind of thing. Mainly because he's just a little bit reckless.
Cool.
You've done one job with him before and decided that this guy is,
Don't want to work with him again.
Yeah, because he's just a pain in the ass, loose cannon, and kind of takes any job that comes his way. In Parabellum, you need the go-ahead from Sunny Sachs for most jobs. For anything kind of big, you need the go-ahead.
Gotcha.
And clearly this wasn't one of those situations, and it wouldn't surprise you that Octo was in on it.
Cool. Gotcha. You said you can help me out by getting into the foreman's office, yeah?
I mean, yeah, but it kind of looks like you're
Yeah, look, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, Chuckles, it's not locked. You can just stroll right in.
You can just throw right in.
But I don't know where I'm looking for what, you know what I mean?
So
You know
right.
where things are in that office, I'm presuming.
We all have our fingers in the cookie jar.
Right, so I'm assuming you've got a log of employees, you got their timesheets. I'm tipping you probably need names and addresses. Right?
Yeah, we got the addresses of workers.
Taps, Octo's name. You give me that address, there's a gold piece in it for you right now.
Make a 5.
2 and the rest on the rest of the information I'm after.
Takes it, starts walking up to the foreman's office. Yoke, you're dusting for prints.
Yes.
You've gone up there, you've opened up your little
Dusting
detective's
the floor.
pouch. It's got like a little cartoon, like a little chibi of a detective with a spyglass.
Exactly. Yes, precisely. I am dusting around the cabinet or the drawer where anchors.
Anchors is fully asleep.
I'm also dusting anchors. I'm dusting everything, but specifically, I want to see if there's any fingerprints around where the things would have been taken out of.
You start dusting for prints. And quite a few prints, like you put the powder and stuff like that over it, quite a few prints show up. You don't really have a reference for fingerprints.
Yeah.
You don't have like a database or...
Look at the prints.
So you do get a lot of prints.
Yeah, I think I'm really happy with that. I'm like, yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, cool, I found prints. And then I think I'm gonna ask Lou if we could access his database. I'm gonna run back. Unless I bump into somebody. I'll see what happens.
Who was heading up to...
To Gary? Barry?
We're going
I'm
to
getting
bury.
We're gonna bury.
Okay.
And you're
My
coming
friend was
on the
on
way.
his way to get the
to me.
address.
I'll stay
I
there.
feel like we don't need to talk to Barry anymore.
But we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, we're
Okay, so you bump into this guy on the way up to the foreman's office. Oh,
Hi.
are you stealing?
No.
Ooh, he's
I'm
stealing.
detecting. I'm looking. I'll have you know, I was dusting for prints. So don't be doing anything sus, all right?
Me doing something sus? Forget about it.
Actually,
Could
give
you
me.
move?
Huh?
Could you move? You're in the doorway.
Oh, sorry.
Are you still invisible?
He walks in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're invisible.
I'm invisible.
Oh,
But maybe I was loud. I said to myself out loud, yeah, fingerprints.
Who's there?
And
Who's stealing?
And then we had that whole exchange.
There's just fingerprints appearing everywhere in this room. Like, oh my
Yeah,
fuck.
dust, just white powder everywhere.
He's just holding out his hands. I don't
Maybe I'm
know
covered.
what you are.
It's just covered in the
I'm
water.
covered. I'm like a ghost.
You're like a ghost.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not an actual cop, are you?
No. I'm not a cop. I'm not with the cops.
Oh, okay.
What are you here for?
I'm here to steal.
Steal?
Yeah. Could you move outside so you're not a witness?
This is honest.
I mean, okay, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
That's
So
fine.
yeah, I walk out, but then I turn around and I watch. I'm just gonna like watch.
He's gonna close the door on you.
Just from the car, Olivia's
There's
like,
no lock, right?
You open the door, you see him go over to one of the cabinets and start rifling around. He picks out like he picks out one document, then another document, then another document, and one more. And walks towards the door. You were spying.
Shut up! And I run away.
I can see you run.
No, you can't. I try to dust off all the powder off me.
Oh my god.
That starts going back to the car. All of you guys are trying to find Barry.
yeah.
Hello.
Ding, 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 ding. That's my
Down,
song.
down.
When's this band starting, Barry? I'm back.
You're back.
I know
I'm
we
so
had a very
excited.
dramatic departure.
We had
but
a
now
real moment, but we can have one again.
we can have another one.
Who's your friend?
This is my friend. This is Investigator Lou. He's
Inspector.
oh, whoops.
Wow.
Inspector Lou.
Inspector Lou.
Yeah. Louie boy, I like to call him.
Louie boy.
Louie.
Louie, Barry, and Gary.
Look at his little smile.
He's
Look at his
smiling.
little smile. Beautiful eyes. Yeah. So, Lou here, he just wants to ask you some more questions.
Oh,
Yeah. What do you want to ask?
what do you need? What do you know?
Who's your mother?
My mother. Tanya.
Okay, don't worry. You look familiar for a second.
Barry, have you had any workers not come back to work?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the last couple of days?
Well, some people just get drunk and then they don't turn up to work anyway. But yeah.
All right, yeah, I can see that, hitting stuff's the hard work. You gotta have some days off.
We need to grease you. What's going on? Can we get
Why didn't you?
Gary, why does he want to grease me?
I don't know, Barry. There's some sick people in this world, okay? That's all you gotta know.
Don't let him grease
I
me,
won't
Barry.
I won't let him grease you,
Don't let
Barry.
me.
Barry, you listen to me. I'll never let a person grease you or cut you in half, all right? But I need to know. What are the names of the workers that haven't come back?
One of them's Octo.
Octo. Interesting. I've not heard that name in the past 10 minutes at all. Octo. Interesting. Okay. Well, what? I mean, Barry. Oh, Lou.
Do you have a headache, Louie?
I got 2 headaches right now.
Louie.
Sometimes it helps my headaches if you put your ear next to the shipping container and you hammer it.
Bang, bang, bang.
It makes you not hear anything else,
Barry,
and then your headache goes away.
Barry.
I heard, there's a container way over there. You need to go check that one.
They told you to tell me that?
Who told you
Okay, Barry's on the way.
that? Okay, bye, Barry.
Bye, Gary. You know where I work.
I've still got your address.
I've got your address.
All right, I'll see you around then. All right. Bye.
He waves his hammer. He starts hammering shipping containers on the way.
Hammering. Wow, you just cannot be nice, can you?
He likes banging. I got him to bang.
He could have given us some really good information, and then
Did we got a name, huh?
Yeah, right. I guess so. Octo.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's just go hit the pavement then. Let's go hit the pavement. Let's go on the streets. Let's go find the information.
What are you talking about?
Let's go. Let's.
We're gonna walk back to the car.
We're gonna
It's like 20 meters.
We're gonna hit the pavement.
It's not far.
This is pavement. We're gonna hit the
I mean, it's rocks at best.
And then Gary goes,
We're gonna hit the pavement.
What are you doing?
We're gonna hit the
What are you doing?
pavement. We're gonna hit the pavement.
Gary, what are you doing?
Come
And
on.
I don't mean now. I mean, what are you doing? Gary, you're clearly a very good worker.
Thank you.
People are taking advantage of you.
Yeah. Is that a good thing?
No. What happened? What happened?
It all began when I was
No.
8 years. Oh,
Like bullet points. 15 words max. That's 3.
grew up in a bin.
No. I think we're done.
Should we hit the
Yep.
pavement?
Let's hit the pavement.
Yeah.
You know what?
Ding, 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 ding,
Let's keep that for
Let's roll this thing.
never again.
Yeah, let's never say that again. Let's go. Let's hit the pavement.
He hit the pavement.
Gary.
He hit the pavement back to the group.
So you met Gary and Barry. How was that?
It was a meeting.
Yeah, well, I could fall in that furrow brow right on that. Scowl or something.
Yeah, honey,
Yes,
you're
I
gonna
tell
make
you
your
what.
frown lines worse. You gotta get some skincare in there.
It's
Hey guys, I saw someone go into the foreman's office and he
Who
quietly.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know it?
You a
Yes.
ghost.
Yeah, we asked
Yeah.
him to.
He's
Oh,
an
okay.
ace.
I thought he was really
And
Sicilian.
his
right
dress is
there.
right.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
hey,
this is-
oh hey, you're back. Hey.
Why are you invisible?
Yeah, I know. I just I preemptively thought that I may have to be sneaky.
Monica?
Huh?
Oh, no.
What?
Where did you go?
Cause I look like a ghost.
Oh no, honey.
You
Oh, I read about this in the paper. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, I snap out of invisibility.
Can you step out of it?
Can I?
How
You can
does it
drop
work?
concentration.
I would like to stop being invisible. No, I'm not the ghost of your dead wife. I'm sorry.
Oh, honey, you got a dead wife?
Sorry, I read about it.
I
in
got a
news-
7.
You got 7. I'm sorry if I am not one of those 7.
That's all right. Anyways,
It's really powdery.
we got a name.
Octo.
I got an
Octo.
address for
Mhm.
Octo.
Let's go to
Well, let's
Octo.
opt go, huh?
Let's go. Let's oct go.
That's real funny.
I just said it.
Did you?
Get in the car.
Gary, that's so funny!
Thank
All right, let's go, kids.
Look, this. I don't even know if it's gonna help us, but it's our best lead so far. We got an address. We got someone that was an accomplice in this shipping container going missing. And maybe something at his house. Maybe a poor widow that he left behind. Maybe someone came around to his house in the middle of the night. And,
Oh yeah, this man is fully dead.
Where'd you get the names from?
Yeah, let's just say I got connections here at the dockyard.
Good.
Yeah,
Good to know.
you know. All right, in the car. Let's go.
Car speeds off. the thing.
Canon, that's exactly what it sounds
That's
like.
exactly what it sounds like. You heard it here. You heading towards Octo's address?
Yes.
Okay.
I would assume I know the city fairly well.
Yeah. Know the city pretty well.
Lou falls asleep in the back.
Lou falls
Cigar
asleep.
in mouth.
It's just smoke puffing out, filling up the back cabin.
Up and out of his nostrils. Fully like.
Yeah, circular breathing. Somehow.
Chuckles kind of sees that in the rearview mirror and just like taps the brakes every so often just to like check the car. You're right back there, boss. Sorry, pothole.
I got a dime money there.
Liv's just like explaining the night. Daniel Radcliffe burlesque in detail.
Yeah.
So then he said that he was coming around the mountain when she comes, right? And then he had a feather boa, and it was some of this.
And then
Great.
that's when the pickle came out, right? After that.
Right after that,
Gotcha.
yeah. And
Not-
by
not
pickle,
your
I mean
pickle.
penis.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'm meant for this bad boy lifestyle. I don't think I can listen to those words.
You mean penis?
Yes.
All right, would you look at that way here?
Yeah. You
My innocent
Thank you.
ears.
Thank you, really. As you walk up to Octo's house, sort of like out of the way, once you figured out where it was, started driving towards it, it's kind of on the outskirts of the city. Kind of like closer to where there's a little bit more like industry, like oil pumps and stuff like that on the edges.
Yep.
And his residence is kind of like located between two of these massive oil pumps. And it's kind of like a shack, basically. Long, winding road to get to it in a shack. As you guys are approaching there, do a perception check for me.
Well, ain't gonna be me. 9.
14.
14.
How far away is this shack?
Once you
Big shack.
take big shot, roll mine. You start heading down this road. It's like a good mile down this road, winding between sort of like these oil pumps and stuff like that until you see Octo's shack in the distance. What did you get on your perception?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Who got the...
13.
I got 14.
Alright, excellent. And you guys?
9.
You're asleep?
I mean, yeah, probably.
If you're sitting behind me, you won't be able to see shit out the front window.
Yeah. Sleep in the back.
True.
Sleep in the back.
On the outskirts of the city, there's it's a lot more of like a desert sort of landscape. There's like shrubs and that kind of thing, but it's desert and dirt, and there's a lot more wind. So the wind sort of picks up, and you have these dust clouds roll through. And at night, it's a little harder to see things. But Yoke and Liv, the headlights in the jalopy are busted. They're like yellow, dim as fuck.
2 candles. Just
But you see in the fair distance, sort of like the vague outline of this shack, and the 2 oil pumps, oil rigs, sort of just like going up and down, and a little bit of light behind the shack. Someone there.
We should check
Someone
that out. There's someone in there.
Looks like someone's home.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just trust me, darling. I've got dark vision.
And I'm just pretty sure.
What is it? You know what? Never mind.
Laser vision too.
All right. Well, first things first. I ain't worked with any of you schmucks before. So,
Thank you.
what's the plan? We're going in there like if things start to go south, like we don't know what we're getting into here. This could be a pretty serious operation. Very rarely you go into a situation like this completely blind, which is currently what we're doing. Now I know Octo before, he's a bit of an idiot. But if he's gotten himself involved with the wrong people, his idiocy becomes our idiocy if we follow him all the way to his house where the trouble is arising. So what's the game plan, all right? Are we going in there, we acting friendly, we acting innocent? How much are we revealing? We gotta have a plan going in.
Well, you're friend. Well, you know Octo.
I wouldn't say I'm friends with him. I know.
You know.
Yeah.
So you could at least be the person to maybe interact with Octo first. And
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if Octo is with us on this current plane of existence currently
right.
anymore.
Okay.
What I'm saying is whoever is there may not be Octo and also may not be friends with Octo or his acquaintances.
Say we go in friendly, and then if things take a turn, and then just like live inconspicuously. She's wearing like a fur, like a, I don't know, just like a fur robe thing, just kind of like shifts it. She's got like a gun and a holster there, and then like crosses her legs, and there's like the slit, and there's like a gun there as well. And she's like, well,
It's worth noting. I don't like to be violent for free. So
Okay.
look,
Okay.
ain't nobody paid me yet. I don't particularly want to get into it.
Well, then we be friendly then.
Hey, that thing you did before where you made yourself disappear and you're covered with the white dust.
Yeah.
You can do that again, right?
Yes. How does spell
You've
slots work?
used both your spell slots.
Have I? Do I only have 2?
Warlock.
Oh shit.
Warlock, baby.
Is it because it's like super powerful so that I get less slots? Can I
Yeah,
cantrip
kind of.
anything?
You would need a short rest in order to gain him back.
Can I have like a like the
If
quickest?
you go
We just can't outside of this house for an hour.
Yeah.
Just like,
Camp outside for an hour.
Well, then,
Take it
like,
out for a
Why
bit.
is there a bunch of people outside?
But yeah, I can do stuff.
Look, I'm just saying, if anyone can do anything to perhaps make us less intimidating or appear to be, if you could do the invisible thing again, it looks like there's only 4 of us instead of 5. If things go south, we got the element of surprise with an extra person hidden there.
Well, if
Okay.
you-
We've done stuff like this before, where we get the jump on somebody, things turn hostile, and then boom, out of the shadows comes someone who was invisible.
Well, if you wanna, I can stay outside because I got a pretty good archery and I'm very stealthy. That's the good thing about being so little.
You did sneak up on me before. That's not a bad idea, Gary.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that sounds like a good start to the plan.
Yeah.
So you want me to go in, see who's there, see if perhaps it is Octo. Maybe you got lucky. You want to come with me, or you think actually no, you'd spook him?
You can stay with me and we can do art. I can teach you how to do archery.
Perfect. I like the sound of that. I think you stay with Gary.
Stay
Yeah, you can be like
with
brothers.
me.
Inseparable brothers, yeah? Inseparable brothers that never leave each other's side, right? Who do everything together, and they never leave each other, no matter who sends one of them anywhere.
Little
Ever.
Louie boy.
That sound like you and Gary?
Luke tries to
sounds
open
like-
the door, but it's just like handle's busted.
Handle's broken.
It is 100%
gotta open it
busted.
from
He
the
is like
outside.
struck.
It
Yeah, he
sounds
like
like
starts
you
to
and
try
Gary to
and
me.
wind down the window,
Louie,
reach
Louie.
outside.
You and me.
All right, okay.
I'll go in with you.
Look,
I may
I-
not have anything to hide us, but I do have something that could make sure whoever we're talking to definitely tells us the truth.
You know what? I like the sound of that. That's pretty handy. All right. So I'll take point with Liv.
Sure. Don't know what that means.
Gary and Lou, you're staking out outside. You're kind of keeping watch from a distance, ready to jump in if we need to.
If you need us to, if you're inside and things go south, you just yell out, I guess.
Look, I got this thing I gotta tell you guys about. I got a bit of a temper.
Oh.
I got a bit of a temper. Unfortunately, though, I can get real mad, and still nothing happens. Unfortunately, this temper happens to be activated by gold. I'm a simple man. Cross my palm with silver, I get real mad, real quick.
Oh.
So I'm saying, if stuff goes south and you want me to get mad,
Just flash some gold in front of you.
not just flash. I kind of need a
Yeah, hold it.
Hold it. So throw. Give you gold.
Give me gold, and things might happen. Just say.
Okay.
I'm not a
great.
violent person. I'm not a violent person for free. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Loud
saying.
and
All right.
clear. Loud and
Good
clear.
to know.
Yeah. All right. I'm a simple man. I'm not violent. I'm not violent.
Before you truck off to do what you're doing, he just like reaches down, pulls out a little lunchbox, grabs some carrots, gives one to each person. Chow down on it.
A carrot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good for your eyesight.
Okay.
It's dark out.
It's pretty good.
Gary immediately gets out a jar of brine,
Dips it in.
takes the lid off, and just like puts the carrot in there, and just like puts it away.
So you guys all now have dark vision up to 300 feet.
Oh.
What if it's in brine? You have more?
What?
Oh, I didn't eat it.
I'm just saying, it's good for,
I
it's good for your eyes.
definitely ate it.
Holy
That's
smokes,
so
that was
cool.
a good carrot.
She
That's
does
great.
not trust you.
I can see so much.
Just get the carrot list.
If you have dark vision out to 300 feet, you can do those perception checks again for me.
Because of my eyes of years on the force.
Oh,
Squinting.
it's the Inspector Squint.
That's so good.
That's a 12, so a little better.
Was that perception?
Yes.
23.
You gave out all the carrots.
I have rolled. I've rolled one time above a 3. One time above a 3.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely.
Nice.
One.
It's a 1. It's a 1.
A little bit.
9.
Still
Still.
single.
15.
15, nice. 15,
12.
12,
I didn't do it. I didn't actually eat carrot.
23.
and
Oh, I did. I put it in brine.
It's a magical affair.
I
Oh,
can
great.
see 60 feet. I'm
Oh,
fine
should I
with
do it then?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. What is the check?
As long as you're eating carrot.
perception.
Perception. Oh, it's a 14.
14? Okay. The two detectives. You
Write this down.
with your dark vision, you can see a little further down the road. The grays sort of become a little bit more defined, and the little bits of light that are sort of shining in and around and behind the shack become a bit more visible. You can see that there's a van that's parked near the shack, and there are 3 people milling about. 2 look a little bit odd in their movements, a little bit janky, and 1 that's a little bit more fluid, but they're all wearing, at least to your eyes, gray suits, white shirts, gray ties, and sunglasses. And they seem
Nice.
to be inspecting. Yeah.
What do you see, kid?
I see 3 people that they look kind of weird, and they're wearing gray and sunglasses at night.
No,
That's so
you gotta
weird.
be more descriptive about it.
They look like they've lived.
What are they doing? How are they moving?
They move
Where did they come from?
they-
What's their story?
I guess they
What did they have for breakfast?
probably
Lay off
drink
the
coffee?
kid.
maybe coffee and only coffee.
Nice.
Also, they're wearing sunglasses at night. That's weird.
Hey, whoa. But gray suits and sunglasses?
Yeah.
Do I recognize that?
Oh!
Sure, yeah, do a history check for me. Anyone that wishes to.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Oh, I've used up all of my good rolls. They're all gone now.
Am I nearby? Should I do one?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl boss too
17.
close to the sun. Run out 20s.
back to back.
So many.
I just got 12.
12?
12 also.
12, 17.
17.
8.
18. All I had to do was say that I was rolling terrible.
Okay.
Rolls great. Fantastic.
Detectives.
It's so appropriate.
You know that this is, well, it's the janky movements that give it away to you. Sort of on the street, they're called Tin Men, because they're automatons that the Penumbra's Secret Service uses.
Roberts.
You
There's
said Penumbra's Secret Service.
The Penumbra's Secret Service, yes. And it appears that there's one agent with 2 of these Tin Men.
What do you see, kid?
it's the Penumbra Secret Service. It's the Tin Men.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, that's not good, is it? Why are they here?
I don't think I should take point on this one anymore.
Okay.
No?
Well, why? Oh, 'cause you're.
I'm scared of robots. What else?
I get it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Pretty scary. Fair enough.
Well, then what are we gonna do?
Do I know what abilities these tin men have?
These two should probably take the lead on this one.
Yeah, we'll follow on from your role. Pretty strong, pretty resilient to most damage.
Okay.
They're kind of used as basically bodyguards, and like they've got a couple of detecting tools built into them. So stuff like what your detective's kit has, they generally have sort of built into their body and that kind of thing. But they're mainly used as muscle. Because there's not many that get into the Penumbran Secret Service, they're kind of assigned bodyguards for their job.
Okay. So these tin men are pretty strong. I read about them. They're really strong. They have like detective abilities, so they can probably suss out people pretty well. And they're used as muscle. So I'm a bit worried we won't be able to fight them. Nor do I want to fight them. I wouldn't call myself a fighter.
Well, we don't need to fight them. We just need to win over the person in charge.
The agent?
That's not a bad idea.
I agree.
I'm just saying, you know, take care of them, they're not gonna fight us.
Oh, are you gonna do that thing where you show the agent a good time?
What does that mean?
What?
I wrote it down in my notes.
Is it to do with pickles?
Maybe.
Kinda.
Well,
No, I
yeah,
just
you know,
remembered.
it's to do with the kind
Depends on the agent.
Okay, all right. I guess
That's what
that.
they're into.
Yeah, because I wrote that down and it seemed like that was a way to persuade someone. So that's what I was thinking.
With pickles. Write that there. Yeah.
With pickles.
Yeah.
No, you're.
Well, okay, you know what? Secret Service, perhaps you and Liv go in first. I'll stay with Gary. I actually got a plan for you, Gary. Well, you and I should talk. I got some fun up my sleeve here.
Right.
Gary's like shaking.
Do you think this is just a stroll on up, or do you think this is a sneaky sneak type of situation?
Well, they're detectives, right? They're probably gonna know that someone's here. No point sneaking around the suspicion, right?
Pretty sneaky when I want to be.
The only thing is the implication of sneaking. You know, you can sneak, but if you get caught sneaking, the implications that have is bad. You know, on a job,
Yeah.
you don't. You know, if it doesn't need, you know, it's what is it? It's like you hide in plain sight. You know what I mean? You're just strolling up like
true.
you're meant to be there. No one really bats an eye.
You make a fair point.
You're with a detective, their Secret Service. They're gonna see technically one of their own or something like that. They might be less threatened, less likely to arc up, start something physical. You know.
All right. Liv like takes off her fur jacket, just like hoists up the tig old middies, and is just like, all right, let's go.
You got any sunglasses or something?
Me?
Yeah.
It's nighttime. What are you, a serial killer?
Well, no, but I just put them on and I look like a bodyguard for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got some
Then
good
if necessary,
ideas
then
there,
I can pull
honey.
out the badge.
How long have you been in the force for?
Too long, 87 years.
Wait. Wow. What?
All right, but we ain't got too much time on our hands, so perhaps if we, you know, are done with the pleasantries, we can get with the.
Sunglasses? In your kit?
Can I minor illusion sunglasses on his
Do
face?
you have minor illusion?
I
They
do.
wouldn't last very long.
Oh,
It's a minor.
I will check in my
I can give
bag.
you two black eyes
Do an
that look like
investigation check
sunglasses.
for me.
I can give you a pair of tongs if you want.
15.
15. You don't have any sunglasses in your bag, but there is a glove box.
Oh, have you checked the
Miss
the
Iris,
glove box?
sunglasses, please.
There might be some sunglasses in the glove box of the car.
Why don't you check it?
I'm in the front seat, so I pop the glove box.
You pop the glove box and see that there is a pair of sunglasses there. A nice set of aviators, let's say.
Oh, these are perfect for you.
And you see a bowled up, well, actually not bowled up, carefully folded piece of paper at the back of the glove box. unfold it, you see that it's a poster for a meeting.
Hey, Chuckles, have a look at this. It's a poster for a meeting.
A poster for a meeting.
Reading through it,
It's got nothing to do with a butcher. What are you talking
it
about?
seems to be a support group for refugees from the Orphic Union. However, I don't know, the styling of the poster kind of throws you off. There's a little bit too much bold letters, strong angles, colors of red.
Card.
It's
I recognize something like this. This is like one of them cipher things. I'm never smart enough to use one myself, but I've done jobs where that's how they communicated previously, with shit like this all over the page. Anyone know? I mean, you're a cop, right? You crack ciphers and stuff.
I know written languages.
Oh God! All right,
go on, roll.
Ah!
nice.
What am I rolling?
Investigation.
It's your character shape.
19.
19. It is 19 is pretty good. Pretty good. You see that the way that the font is written on this poster, you've got a lot of negative space. And reading in the negative space between like the bold, blocky fonts and the different colors and that kind of thing, there is an address. And it's different to the address that's listed for this support group.
Oh, there's an address here, but it's not the one from the support group. It's just a little address in the background. Do you see? It's a negative space, Chuckles. Do you see? Negative space.
You're pointing at blank.
Yeah,
negative
that's the
space. I don't
negative
see
space.
shit.
It's
I don't
the
see
negative
shit.
space,
Negative space
Chuckles.
means I don't see
It's
shit.
the
All right,
negative
I'm
space.
done. I'm done.
All
I'm done.
right.
You're the brains here.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of negative energy.
Anyway, it's an address, so maybe it's something that we should check out once we're done here with Octo.
Cool. That
I
was
mean, do
good
you think we keep
investigating.
pursuing Octo, or do you think we call it a day? Do you think? I mean, what do you think? Secret Service.
We're
you think
here.
they're picking up a
Check
lot?
it out. We see what's going on. There's obviously something going wrong here.
Yeah,
All right.
They're here for a reason. They wouldn't just be here on vacation checking out Octo.
All right. Well, I might stay in the car, keep it running in case you need to make a quick getaway.
Let me shoot something.
Get him.
I mean, I don't know. It's quicker than on foot.
Okay, well, are you gonna open the door for me or not? Detective?
Okay.
The whistle.
Oh, thank you, kid, but
Chivalry is
hey,
everything. Huh?
Huh?
Chivalry is everything.
That's when you're real cold.
Chivalry. Okay. Chivalry.
oh,
It wasn't a
okay,
joke.
thank you.
That's okay.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, so who's heading towards the shack?
You coming?
Oh, you're coming.
Is
You're coming,
everyone
Teddy?
just
You're gonna
going?
stay behind.
I think you three should go.
Yeah,
Two-
that's too
Yeah, I'll go.
Detective assistant and
Stay
bodyguard
a
assistant.
little bit
and-
further behind.
Just
Just a little bit behind.
Maybe you can be her personal assistant.
Yeah.
That's the
I can be your
security.
Oh,
assistant.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, me and Gary will stay in the car.
Yeah.
But you need to keep an eye out. In fact, I want you to get up on the roof of the car.
All right. Consider it done.
Keep an eye out, all right? If you see them run towards me, slap the roof twice.
All right. Twice.
Twice.
Okay.
Like you did with the shipping container. Dunk dunk.
Ding ding. Okay. Got it.
Great.
All right. Off I go.
Like hoists Gary up on
Gary, you're up on the roof of this car.
Nice.
Funny thing, Gary, you notice a couple of bullet holes up at the top here.
On the roof. In the roof.
Yeah. The three of you head towards the shack. And as you get it closer and closer, you can see, sort of, now that you've got your dark vision, this agent seems to be milling about the shack, flashing a flashlight around the place, checking it for different clues. Seems to be rifling through papers and garbage, as you can see through the window. And then he sort of goes out of sight. As you guys slowly approach, the only sound you hear is these oil rigs drilling into the ground. And then you hear a click followed by 2 other clicks. I recommend that you freeze any weapons that you got. Place them on the ground.
Well, I recommend that you talk to a lady a little nicer than that.
State your business. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna ask you to point your gun at me or point it away from the lady.
You see that he sort of steps around a corner, followed by his 2 bodyguards, which are a bit clanky. You can hear now. Gray suit, gray tie, white shirt, square jawline, close cropped hair, glasses that are squared off with like a black rim around the edges, scar down one side of his face, a little bit of his top of his ear chipped off. Put your weapons down if you got them.
I got nothing.
Miss, whilst a fashionable accessory, I can see at least 2 guns on you. The garter's a nice touch, but thank you. What are you doing here? It's quite simply, it's not the time for this strong, silent archetype.
We
You're
are.
talking to me, I'm just a bodyguard.
Have you know that Ms. Arkansas is here to visit a dear friend?
Okay, honey, it's all right. You don't need to do it with the fake names. I'm sure we can trust this gentleman.
Okay.
My name is Olivia. Live laugh.
Smooth.
I reckon I'm probably being real stupid.
He does not take your hand, but he does incline his head. The pause before your name really seals the deal.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, it's so hard being as famous as I am, and then you meet a handsome stranger, and then it's just, you know, it all goes out the window. My name's Olivia. I'm here to see Octo. He's a dear, dear friend of mine. He's, you know.
And why would you be friends with someone like Octo?
Well, why wouldn't I?
Let's see here. Ex-cop, retired cop. Right?
You gotta do what you gotta do to make ends meet, huh? Especially in this climate, in this economy.
Not sure what this trifecta is, but you do have 2 friends waiting in a car there. You're after the shipping container, ain't you?
No, I'm after my dear friend.
Let's be honest here.
So what? Shipping container? Whatever could you mean by that?
Who hired you?
Who hired you?
The government of Penumbra.
Fair enough.
All right.
We were also hired by government.
Okay, sweetie, the adults are talking. We were not hired by the government.
Okay, I'm trying to read the tone here, and I'm really.
This is some progress. Well, I told you mine. Tell me yours. Who hired you?
A concerned party.
How concerned?
Very.
And would this concerned party be foreign?
Okay. Out of game, would they? What? Yes or no?
Would they be from outside Penumbra?
Was she?
I'm pretty sure she was. Yeah.
In game.
Family heirlooms from.
Somewhere else.
Perhaps.
And what is it that you've been told is inside the shipping container?
Now, I think that is just on a need-to-know basis, isn't it?
You're not wrong there. Look, how about I hire you as auxiliaries to my investigation, and you just forget about whoever's hired you. In fact, you could maybe tell me who that is, and I'll see that there's an extra little bonus in it for you. How about
much of
that?
a bonus?
Well, the government of Penumbra has quite deep coffers. I'm sure we can work something out. But main thing is that you would be protecting the security of our wonderful nation. I'm sure you take pride in that.
A girl really needs to learn how to protect herself.
Thought so. But still, you're not gonna find anything here if you don't work with me.
I think we'll take our chances. And just strolls off.
And I just
Picks up the gun, but like bends and snaps it. And then just like strolls off.
Be careful, Miss Live Laugh.
Always. Are you guys following? 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
just...
Luz, you don't wait for them to. Or are you following?
I'm following. Yeah.
Inspector Lou.
I don't think you need to know my name.
You want us to help you? I think we're gonna need to know something.
Likewise. I'll start with the name of your employer.
Don't know. Used a misdemeanor or something. Miss O.
Miss O. What's she look like?
Like she could handle her own.
Give me a description. Come on, you're a cop.
My eyes ain't what they used to be.
Do you need to be greased? Takes out a gold coin and flicks it to you.
1 gold. In this economy? The pocket's so deep.
Flicks another.
Thank you very much.
It's a platinum piece.
Oh! Man's didn't even flinch. He just did it.
100% will upload exactly what she looks like. Exactly.
To the detail.
Yeah.
Like, and here's a picture that I drew.
Yeah.
So.
And,
Here's a police sketch.
yeah.
There's a slight dent in her left too.
You give an exact description?
Mhm.
Alright, well. I don't know if your friend there is as keen on working with the government as you are, but I'll let you know some information. Miss O there is a refugee from the Orphic Union. However, that would also be Princess Ostrava, one of the warlords of the Orphic Union that, well, managed to slip away before we got in there and rescued those folks. So I'd be very careful with any dealings you got with that princess.
Noted.
Do you know how to find her?
She'll be somewhere a week from now. Maybe I remember where that is somehow.
How much grease do these wheels need?
Maybe these wheels don't need grease. Maybe they just need, perhaps, someone to hold the map. There's a way to contact you. How do I do it?
He takes out a little device in his hands. Now, this is called a pager. Pretty exciting new technology. Press that button there, it'll send me a ping, and I'll know that you want to get in contact.
Which button?
It's that doohickey right there.
That's a button.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's slick. It's
And then
squishy.
and then what? Like Luke pushes the button immediately.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta.
Right.
It let me know.
Do I need to speak into it or something?
No, it doesn't have. What? That would be great. That'd be great if we could do that. I don't know if we have the technology for that. No, we'll just let's meet here. If you press that button and I get a page, we'll meet back here.
By the way, where is Octo?
Oh, he's dead.
Body's here?
No, I haven't been able to look him down. Neither have I've been able to find the other 3 that were part of this job. Seems that well, someone's very keen on this shipping container not being found.
Right. And one last question before I think we do it. Got the names of these other 3?
On this piece of paper right here.
Pleasure. I don't know what to call you, so.
Agent Hugo. If you find this container, you let me know.
Will do. Head back.
Head back to the rest of the group.
You all reconvene at the broken down car.
Is it broken?
Broken down.
Just
Can't start it.
dilapidated. The shitbox. DM.
Yep.
What's your next plan? What's your next move?
What happened?
What'd you get?
You can come down now, Gary.
I'm just still up there and I'm like looking down into the car, like there's bullet holes up here. Do you guys know
Looking
that?
through the holes. Poking like fingers through.
Yeah.
Chuckles has to like lean right up to get far enough away to see them. Oh shit.
It's like,
The seat uncomfortably clicks, and now it just doesn't get sit back up again. It's just-
It's not a reclining function, it's just broken.
yeah.
Are you alright?
yeah, I'm good.
Wait, what
seem
happened in there?
rattled. It was pretty scary.
Oh
So
yeah?
give us the
Yeah.
3 sentences or less, the rundown of what happened.
He was hot.
Oh.
Of course, of course.
Oh, but like investigation-wise, I didn't really get much. I wasn't really sure what to say. But you seemed to talk to him a little bit. What did he mention?
Yeah, when I stormed
Names?
away, then
Notice any of them?
Chuckles pulls out his piece of paper.
Same names. Yeah.
Oh. Got a piece of paper with those names on it.
Yep.
Oh,
Can you read that for me? Out loud?
what?
I'm
List of
yanking-
names?
I'm just yanking
Yeah,
your chain.
sure.
I'm yanking your
Yeah,
chain.
read it out.
What does that say?
You know what? I've never really learned how to read. What is that?
oh no, honey, I cannot read anything right now.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
You know what? Forget about it. Forget about it.
All of you kind of touching has smudged the names a little bit, like the ink is a little bit smudged.
God damn.
Oh, kid. See,
Anyway,
that's where you gotta be
seemed to
careful.
talk to him a bit longer than the others. What did he want from you? He gave you a list of names. What did you give him?
Well, found out Octo's dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
figured
okay.
that. We figured
Yep.
that he'd be
I hate
dead.
to see it.
What do they have to do with
Yeah.
it? They know he's involved with the shipping container or what?
Well, I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to find out the shipping container, what the deal is, all that sort of stuff. Don't know where it is. Don't know where these people are. So
You didn't
that's-
squeal on Miss O, did you?
Oh,
Miss O? Who hired us?
Miss Oh no.
I hate that.
Alright, okay, so we got a list of names that we already had. You
Yeah.
talked to some detective, he seemed to be pretty useless, but we do have a new address on this poster.
Yeah, I reckon we go to this new address.
Yeah.
Let's hit the pavement.
Don't.
Alright.
And with you hitting the pavement, that's where we're gonna wrap up the first session of this little foreshaw. Great job, everyone.
Yeah.
Yay!
That was
Jeez.
so
That
fun.
was exciting. That was hectic.
That was awesome.
sign off for the show. I know how to do those. Yes. Everyone introduce yourselves once
Yeah.
again.
Hello, Tate Bennett. He, him. You can find me on socials. Tate is alive. This has been great. Thank you.
So, I've been Adam Perryman, aka Chuckles. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on Instagram at Adam Perryman. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Lukas Perez, they, them. You can find me on socials at Lukas Perez.
Hello, Andrea Lim, she, her. You can find me on socials at Andrea May.
I'm Georgia McGivern, she, her. You can find me at Georgie Alexandra. Or this weekend, myself and Tristan, who's normally right here, performing in improv D&D at the State Theatre for Fringe World. If you're a Perth person, we'd love to see you there. It'd be amazing.
Hell yeah.
Who are you?
Me, I'm Nikolai. And we also have Holly behind the screen doing our check-in tonight as well.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you,
Holly.
Holly.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week, same time, same place, over here on Winter's Tales.
We've also got world building tomorrow night. If you want to join me and Holly, is going to be on. We're going to be doing some world building right here. So come and join us from same time tomorrow night. We're part 2. Going to jump back into part 2 with Nikolai's DMing. If you want to figure out
Where does
this
mystery leads?
I can't wait.
leads.
Alright, lovely. We'll catch you next week. Goodbye.